Icewind Dale. As the party settled down by the fire, they learned that Viren grew up with Eden. They both trained to become paladins with the support of the Orkney family. He was rather guarded with the rest of the group when they tried to ask him more questions. Eden and Viren decided to go hunt down the third crate cat. They got away. They got away earlier. Viren used this as an opportunity to talk with Eden alone. They talked about their mission, and while Viren questioned Eden's motives to help the town of Targos, he agreed that it made sense for her to do. He also mentioned that he was following a lead with regards to a powerful weapon, but he chose not to elaborate. The party made their way down the mountain with little fanfare, regrouping with Cream Puff, Garrett, and the rest of the sled dogs. Together, they made their way back to Targos, reuniting Garrett with Keegan. With the quest completed, they had about 2 weeks left to prepare for the day of sacrifice. They also needed to find a worthy replacement for Nerif once they took him down. The group discussed two potential candidates, Hobbs and Hiln. Hobbs seemed more qualified for the role, but had recently proven himself to be morally gray. Hiln, on the other hand, seemed way more honest, but a lot more blunt with her decision-making. In the meantime, Torga asked to talk with Brandon about his bison armor shipment. As he went to talk with Torga, she used this as an opportunity to intimidate Brandon. It turns out she knew where Hobbs had been hiding and intended to use him as leverage to get what she wanted. She proposed that if Hobbs were to be made town speaker, she would want a position of power in Targos for her cooperation. Brandon pondered the deal and returned it to Targos. Back in Targos, Bree opened up to the party about her past a little bit. She explained that she had been separated from her family for quite some time, and she did not know whether or not they were alive or dead, but she hoped to find them someday. Brandon and Bree eventually made their way to talk to Hobbs, informing him of the plan. He agreed to do what they recommended. Bree had a conversation with him that seemed to really stick with him, while Brandon informed him of the deal that he had made with Torga and his part to play with it. As the Day of Judgment got closer, the party gathered their thoughts and entered the town hall. Nerif began with a speech about stability, while the party countered with several valid points about his bribes and his moral compass. Nerif also revealed that Ragnar was a member of the Arcane Brotherhood, a fact that he did not deny in front of the townsfolk. He also revealed that Bree was a Reged tribe member and that she had been hunted for several months by the tribe. While he hoped that this would turn the crowd, the party held their ground and managed to turn the town against him. With Nerif in no position to deceive anyone, Scaff knocked him unconscious, and Ragnar began using charming magic to interrogate him. Ragnar learned that Nerif had discovered several Arcane Brotherhood members in Icewind Dale during his investigation of the party. Four in particular stood out to Ragnar: Velen, Harper, who was the one who recruited Ragnar back in his hometown; Claudia, an arcane caster who was recruited at the same time he was; and finally Dazan, the wizard Brandon knew from his chance encounter at his ranch. While the town celebrated, Bree and Eden said goodbye to Viren. He informed Eden that he would continue eastward and warned her to keep an eye out for a frost giant traveling on a mammoth. Whether or not she would take this advice was yet to be seen. With Targos under new leadership, the party began to discuss where to go next, with Tally suggesting they head towards Lonelywood and follow the trail of the so-called Pale Druid. And that is where we pick up. So currently, you guys are still in Targos. Tally has made a couple suggestions as to where you guys could go next. I guess I'm assuming you guys are going to reconvene at like one of the taverns or something like that.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. So you all kind of reconvene. There's still like a lot of celebrating, but you do find a place where you can kind of sit and talk. And Tally kind of like, sits down as well. And she says, well, with Targos being, in a much better place than it's ever been, I was thinking maybe we could follow this lead, to Lonelywood.
Yeah. I mean,
we have a lot of signs that this pale-faced druid, the one who awakened Longneck and Elkenbling, is definitely probably there, and she could know something about the Frost Maiden. I don't know. It's just a thought. I think.
Yeah. Brandon's
I
just saying.
don't. I'll go
How
ahead.
far
Brandon.
is Lonelywood from Targos?
Luckily, Targos is connected to the lake, so if you get yourself a boat, you could probably get there in maybe like 5 hours, depending on how effective you are. And technically, if you do take the boat and if you rendezvous with Long Neck, he could probably be a guide to make this trip a lot easier.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
it's another thing to consider.
Bree just says like, well, wherever we go, it would be quite helpful for me.
Yeah.
I think, as you know, I'm recalling my past, and I feel like if we were to keep moving, I feel like I would go closer to it. So any direction that we head towards is okay with me.
Yeah.
Tally kind of nods. So,
I trust Tally. I say we go to Lonelywood.
when you say that, Eden specifically, Tally kind of smiles, like feeling that she definitely feels like you got her back. So you guys do have the option. I will say you will be able to acquire some rowboats. There are some complications in the sense where so Cream Puff's really big.
Okay.
I will ride around the side.
Oh, that's right, because you're gonna do the thing. You're gonna change Peanut.
Yes, I can have Peanut to do different forms as needed. So
I actually have a picture of
Can we take a look
aquatic
at the map?
Peanut.
Just
Oh, yeah,
out
sure.
there, yeah, because I want to know which direction. We saw it last time. I just want to know more detail. Okay, Lonelywood. Where is Bryn Shander, by the way? Like direction wise.
Bryn Shander is about there. It's about 3 miles in that direction.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. And Lonelywood is that away.
Yeah, that is a little bit far. Let's see.
The other thing you could also consider, Ragnar, if you want to head to Bryn Shander, you can also kind of just loop around.
Yeah. So that's
because you can hit to Lonelywood
Yeah.
and then kind of like make your way back to Bryn Shander if you wanted to.
Okay.
Luckily, you guys have made friends with two of the most prominent of the, I guess, towns that are
Yes.
lake towns.
Yes.
So, being able to hop across this lake is going to be pretty much a guarantee.
Yeah. Okay.
It's going to be faster because you've got good connections now, especially in Targos. And Targos is more equipped to give you stuff than Bremen. Bremen was always like a very
It's a
squalid
rural
kind of
village,
town.
right? Yeah.
Whereas Targos is a lot better. Like Bryn Shander is basically the capital. It's got like everything,
Yeah.
but Targos is pretty well equipped.
Got it.
I
You know what?
could say, yes.
No. I mean,
What do you
we
think?
can go to we can go to Lonelywood first because that's our first lead, and then I want to go visit Bryn Shander. I just tell the group that I would like to visit Bryn Shander because we also I also owe an like quest for the sorry I'm reminding myself. We also kind of promised the tavern lady to find her son. I believe that's
true,
where
yeah.
She said her son Hewer. Yes, Cora. Said her son
You definitely
Hewer-
know that
Yeah.
the two tieflings that took her son went east.
Yes.
But Tally actually brings up something that's new information to you guys. She says, "Well, when we go to Bryn Shander, I can look stuff up. I mean, I kind of grew up in Bryn Shander for a while, so
Okay.
it's kind of my hometown, kinda. So yeah, I could maybe after we're done with Lonelywood, we could go to Brinchander and we could definitely see if we can pick up the trail of those tieflings for sure.
Yeah, let's do that.
I don't
Sounds
think
like
we
a
need
plan.
to rush to find that boy, because those tiefling men seem to pick him up. So I don't think they'll be killing him.
Yeah, but the thing is, well, not killing him, but kind of get the sense that he isn't under the wrong influence. So maybe.
I could have picked him up to take him out into the wilderness to kill him.
True, you don't know if he's alive or dead. But what's interesting about that is that you think that like these are two possible leads, and if anything, it might be something to consider. Consider after Lonelywood.
Yeah.
Because after you guys are done Lonelywood, there will be a lot of like more. You have more options available to you afterwards, as far as like where you'd want to go,
Yeah.
and
Besides,
stuff like
the
that.
Druid, we can't let her just keep on like awakening well, I wouldn't say monsters, but creatures. That would be pretty harmful for the town. So yeah. Let's go find out.
That's true.
Druid. Yep.
And as you kind of like lock in that you're gonna go to Lonelywood, you do know that there's a couple people you could talk to, as far as like getting a boat. Weirdly, some people have gotten new jobs, and if you remember Owen, who was under Nerif's employ, he got a new job. He's now a dockmaster. Whether he likes that job or not is yet to be seen. So you do see Owen at the docks right now, look at you 5 and say, "Hey guys."
Hey, Owen.
Hey,
Yep.
Yeah. What do you want?
We are going to Lonelywood. So.
It's
Okay.
and he kind of goes like, yeah, I'm pretty lonely too. I would go to Lonelywood if I could.
kind of feel it that he'll say that. It's like, nod. Okay. It's like,
Yeah, everyone else got invited to the party except me.
self-pitiness will get you everywhere. Just saying.
But that's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
I asked him like, a party. There's more people going to Lonelywood.
I meant the whole thing with Nerif. Everyone was celebrating. I was wondering where my invitation was.
No!
Oh,
They said it was at the docks. I thought it was gonna be a surprise party. It wasn't. As he just stares into the distance.
Well, if that makes you feel any better, I mean, we didn't get like any feast.
we didn't get invited
We
either.
didn't get invited. We didn't get feast. We just verbally abused the dude. How's that?
You see Owen kind of like say like, "Oh, we didn't get invited either," and just go, "Respect." And so Owen says, "So, do you guys need a boat
Yep.
or
Yep.
two?"
That is why
Yep.
we ask you.
Yeah, I
Because
could
you're the
get you
dude.
guys some
You're the dude for
boats.
the boat. Yeah.
I am the boat master now.
Yes.
And he tries to strike a pose, but it's just really kind of weak and pathetic. Like he tries to do a dab, but he can barely lift his arm properly.
Oh no!
You must be training a lot. Awesome. Like
Yeah, check
just-
out these guns. And he tries to like flex, but it's like almost skin and bone. Like he's got no muscle at all.
they are awesome. Just saying.
So Owen will say that like if you guys want some boats, because it sounds like Brandon, you're gonna aquatify Peanut, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think it's gonna be Cream Puff and Eden can go on one boat, and then Bree, Brandon, and then Ragnar and Bree could go on another.
Okay.
Because it's Cream Puff's pretty big,
Yeah.
but with a reinforced rowboat, he should be fine. Although Eden, you do discover one problem is that Cream Puff is not the biggest fan of the water.
No.
Cream Puff looks at you, Eden, like.
You need to go in. You don't rock the boat. Just sit down. Sit down.
Make an animal handling check, Eden.
Oh my goodness. Wait,
I believe
roll 20 so slow. Sorry.
I'll give you a +2 bonus as
Oh,
well
thank you.
because you know Cream Puff.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take your time. No
Sorry,
rush.
roll 20 so slow.
Well, 20. Why? Why must you be like this?
It's okay.
That concerns me, considering that I've set up one of the pages to actually have proper lighting.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
Oh, no.
No. Don't worry. Don't worry. It should be.
No, it's
fine.
on. It's on. I can see your avatar, so it should be fine.
Okay. Animal
Yeah.
handling.
Oh,
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh my god!
Oh no!
So you see Cream Puff is gonna he looks at you, he looks at the boat, he looks at you, he looks at the boat,
Shake,
and then you see
Don't
him,
you run! Don't.
he starts to bolt.
Oh
No!
That's even worse.
I'm assuming Brandon or Ragnar kind of stop him from
I
leaving
will
the
try to handle him. I'll try.
All
If there's
right.
any
Just
way.
because I think it would be funny,
Yeah.
Eden, I want you to roll a d4.
Okay. 3.
Okay.
Mhm.
For a brief moment, as this giant axe beak goes running towards the end of the dock, you see Owen look up, and there's a moment where you think that he almost was not prepared for the axe beak to go charging his direction, but he luckily
no!
dodges out of the way and is not thrown into the ice cold lake by Cream Puff. So, oh yeah, what were you gonna do, Brandon?
I'm gonna try an animal handling check.
Okay, you can.
Sure.
You do it. You do it.
Let's see what I get.
7.
No,
It's enough to. It's better than a natural 1. I'll say that. You are able to relatively calm him down, but you think that Cream Puff might need to be coerced to get on the boat. Luckily, Eden, you do know one thing that Cream Puff likes more than anything, and that is food.
Yeah!
So if you have a tasty treat for him, he'll probably get on the boat.
Alright, I'll buy something really good that he could snack on during the boat ride.
All right. So you also go, oh, I have some fish still. You probably still have some fish rations from earlier.
yeah.
And you see Criminal, and he immediately gets
Only
on the
if you
boat.
get in the boat, okay, good.
Like before, only if you get, and he's already in the boat. he's sat down like a chicken, and he's just looking at you, tilts his head, like he's like.
Why did that take so long?
And as you're getting on,
I give Eden a pat on the back. It's okay.
And actually, I think Tally actually is going to get on the boat with you, Eden. So it's going to be Tally, Eden, and Cream Puff, and then it will be Ragnar and Bree. But Brandon, I'm assuming you're going to change Peanut's nature.
Yes, I will sit down with Peanuts and perform whatever hocus pocus ritual I need to do.
I actually have the art for that. I will show you what Cream Puff looks like. So as you kind of place your hand on Cream Puff's head, you know that those remember the
Peanuts.
Sorry, Peanut. What did I say?
Cream Puff.
Cream Puff, you have become the master of all the animals. Okay,
The
when you
master of beasts.
so as you put your hand on Peanut's head, those tribal tattoos that you kind of painted on him with the leaf, they kind of light and glow, and his entire body encompasses in a sort of druidic magic. And if I just get to the page here, I will post. And Peanut grows gills and has sort of like these sort
What
of
the
like
heck?
webbed kind of like ears, and his legs become more like aquatic in nature. And yeah, Peanut will be able to swim. I believe it's like 40 feet or something like that. Like it's
Brendan
pretty...
will make a mental note not to do this again, except in an emergency, because that is cursed.
What? What's cursed about that image? It's adorable. But yes, Peanut as a sea companion is able to. Oh, he's able to swim 60 feet.
Holy
What the heck?
That's impressive.
He is a speedy boy. But yeah, so you just hop on Peanut and you begin your travel across Mare Dwolden. Now, I will say this: you are still going to need to make either survival or perception checks because you've been on the lake before in the first session. There are ice floats and stuff like that. So I will say, so Brandon's on. You know what I will actually say, Brandon, you don't have to make any checks at all because you have enough control over Peanut's actions that you can very easily maneuver around these
Right.
ice floats. Eden and I guess so. Who's controlling
me
the
and
boat
Eden
right now?
Are on the other boat. So it's like
Okay,
it's like previously. Brandon and
Okay.
we are on the same boat. Me and Eden.
So
Well, I'm not on a boat. I'm on a
Oh, you are.
creepy
Yeah,
water
you're on-
buffalo.
So Eden can make her water vehicle
Yeah.
check because she's trained in that, and then it would be basic like wisdom checks, a wisdom check from either Ragnar or Bree. It's your choice.
Okay. Bree, what's your like? So,
Which
how
check?
wise are you, Bree?
What's our strength or wisdom?
Wisdom.
It's wisdom.
How wise
Okay.
are you?
Moderately so. I can roll for it.
Okay, you can do it.
I'm like, from a scale to like 1 to 5, it's 1.
We're at the same.
Like a plus 1, I mean, you know. We're the same? Okay,
yeah.
great.
You can do it.
Wonderful. I'll go. Oh no, I don't like the water, guys.
Oh boy.
All right, Eden, you can also make your vehicle check if you want to.
9.
All right.
Oh my
so,
I'm kidding.
God.
Can I use my thing? My
Yo, your human
Yeah,
inspiration.
yeah.
Absolutely You can. So you just have to re-roll.
Do it.
11.
It's better.
Okay. So here's the good news.
We're not lost.
Brandon, you are just having the time of your life. Now, obviously the appearance of Peanut is a little horrifying, but he is effectively moving through these ice floats like nothing.
Yeah,
and
but
you're like,
basically, I'm standing on his back, just arms folded.
yes,
It's like
yeah,
leaning
you're
expertly side to side.
like a badass. You're just and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, this is easy. And as you turn around, you see Eden like struggling to dodge these ice floats, and it's mostly due to the fact that Cream Puff is he's a big chunky bird.
Yeah.
And Cream Puff is also like, despite
Not
him
mine.
having his treat,
Not doing
he's
it.
constantly like fluttering his little wings and freaking out a little bit on the boat. And Tally's like trying to calm Cream Puff down. And Eden, you are this is tough, but you are able to avoid the ice floats. Bree,
It's like I have a toddler on board.
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, sit down, please sit down. Oh God, sit down. Bree, you are having a rough time with this boat, and you think maybe the boat's bad. Maybe you're just, a little, your memories are a little fuzzy, and maybe maybe you haven't been on a boat on a while, and the last time you were on a boat, you weren't the one steering it.
Stealing it.
So you do bump into a couple ice floats, and you do damage the boat. But you also think that Ragnar can probably fix it.
I will fix it by putting my hands on the side of the boat and say, steady. That is, like, boat is not for, bumping into ice and shit.
As you say steady, it's
know,
like
Ragnar.
it was like drags a big spiky ice, just like kind of like scrapes against the side of the boat.
All right.
It's a very discordant
just
sound.
Go back to chanting, like, because I know I'll need to repair this shit immediately.
You look you see like the scrape
I was
and
like, I forget.
cantrip. Luckily, you begin your journey, and I will just say I'd like everybody to make perception checks.
Ooh, okay. Perception. I have a 1 and a 6. Very terrible.
Perception.
Okay.
Nice, Brandon.
I see sound.
Hey,
Oh.
good job,
Holy.
Bree.
Bree sees invisible. Bree sees
Bree and Brand. It's because, guys, we have the letter B at the beginning of our name. Mhm,
B for the
mhm.
best.
Yes.
B for best, indeed.
So, Bree, you are the first one to pick this up. Just like you can hear the sounds of a creature like fishing, almost like hunting things underwater. And as you look in the distance, you see the very familiar face of Longneck. And
I kind of wave.
he clocks your
Hey.
direction, and he actually swims towards you guys.
Okay.
And he goes, "Is it you, my friends?"
Mm-hmm. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Hello.
And the first thing he looks at is whatever the hell Peanut is. And
It's
he's like, "Is that creature friend or foe?" And Brandon, you're just kind of
Towards Edith answer.
standing on his back.
Oh, wait. Sorry, I keep confusing which one's Cream Puff and which one's Peanut. Sorry.
Peanut is mine. It is the
Yeah,
puff.
yeah.
It's
The bison.
It's the bison.
Mhm.
It's the aquatic bison.
It is the horrifying sea cow.
You do see Longneck kind of go, and you see Tally go, "Longneck, is that you?" And you see Longneck kind of like swim towards Tally, and Tally kind of like pets around Longneck's neck, and you see Longneck says, "I could guide you if you. Where are you going?"
We're going to Lonelywood, so if any help would be appreciated. Like, please.
"I could guide you there. It's the least I could do."
Thank you.
And you see he notices that it's pretty cramped on Eden's boat, and you see Longneck go, "I could offer you a ride, little one." And you see Tally's eyes kind of go wide because she's wanted to ride a cool dinosaur all her life. I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah. I'm gonna loudly whisper to I guess a nearby
Okay.
Bree or Ragnar. If someone were to make a film of this, it would be like,
What's
I don't know,
What's a
Disney themed.
Some sort of horror. And as Tally's like, I don't know, maybe I should stay on the boat. That might be safer. Although you see she really wants to
lift her
go.
off the boat and throw her to the long neck.
Yeah, you just she kind of trips off the boat for
Yeah.
a second, but Longneck scooper ops, and she's just got the biggest, happiest smile as she gets to get a free dinosaur ride, and as she kind of just hums to herself, she's like, "Ta-na-na-na-na."
Oh my god.
Some ancient, elvish tune from years gone. But you guys do successfully make your trip across the lake.
Nice.
However, it is going to be 6 hours. So my first question is, one, I'm assuming everybody's got food.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
So don't forget to subtract at least one ration for
Okay.
this travel.
Yeah.
And by the time you arrive
Where's ration?
in Lonelywood,
Mm-hmm.
it is quite dark. It has actually become night because it takes about like 6 hours.
Okay.
And you do find a dock. Now, Long Nick is smart enough to not get too close to the dock. He kind of like goes off in his own way, having successfully guided you through all the ice floats. But you do land, and you have arrived in the town of Lonelywood. So I would say, as you guys are entering, I would like Bree and Brandon specifically to make history checks.
Sure.
Okay, let's see what we got. History.
Ooh, okay, 19. All right.
Sorry, hold on.
No, sorry. Take your time.
History. Nah, I've never been
Okay.
here in my life.
Or
Bree,
you
this is kind of a new town. You've heard of Lonelywood, but you don't think you've ever really been here.
Never. Yeah, no, it's not my scene. So.
Brandon, you've definitely heard about Lonelywood. Lonelywood is a quiet town of loggers, fishers, and scrimshanders, kind of like scratching out a living on the edge of the world. You see that the town's oldest buildings and docks bear carvings of all types of different creatures, dragons, lions, and goats that pay deference to the family's crest, which is which features a chimera. You know that most of the people in Lonelywood, they fish for knucklehead trout. That's how they make a living, and they also cut down a lot of the trees to make lumber, whether that's for constructing buildings or boats, etc. And you do know that Lonelywood's timber is taken by carts, sold by settlements. You've actually dealt with some people from Lonelywood before because you've had to like get lumber to make fences and stuff like that for all the bison you're herding and so on.
Yeah.
You also know that Lonelywood has a reputation for people who may have had, let's say, darker pasts to kind of go to. It has a little bit of a shady element to it.
So basically,
outlaws.
like people who, not necessarily people want to get away from their outlaw past, basically come here.
A little bit. Not everybody, but it definitely has a reputation of people who may have done stuff in the past have definitely come here to disappear, to say the least. That's part of the reason why Lonelywood's friendliness rating is not the highest. Just one second.
Take your time. And the echoes.
Sorry, I just need to grab something real quick. Its friendliness rating is not the highest. There are some people that you think that would be kind enough. One of the interesting things, though, is it doesn't really have like a good place to stay. It has a tavern where you can go to drink and get some food, but it doesn't have like an inn or anything like that. So you may have to look around to find a place to stay the night, unless you want to just go wild out in the woods nearby. But that's up to you.
Brandon
that's what
has
you-
no issue wilding in the woods.
I
But
mean, do they have like empty like houses that no one lives in? If so,
I
we
would
can
say
just, like
you can. I would say you could actually just start exploring the town if you want.
yeah. Let's do
Okay. Just everybody either make investigation or perception checks.
that. Okay, hold on a sec. Let me do investigation.
I am not. This is not going well for me.
I think
Get
that.
those back.
Oh damn. Okay.
14.
Bree, you're just getting the bad rolls out now.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
that's
for
what
sure.
you're doing.
For sure.
I think honestly, the boat ride was a little rough for you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bree. So you're
I'm
still
still recovering.
you're recovering from that. You're just kind of happy to be on dry land at this point. Ragnar and Eden, you guys both find a couple different places of note that stand out. You see what appears to be the tavern that has a sign that says the Lucky Liar. You see a shop that seems to be selling all kinds of things like knickknacks called the Happy Scrimshander. But what's interesting is, Brandon, you clock that there is an abandoned inn. Like it's almost like it's boarded up, it's closed down. It's basically like been left by its lonesome for quite some time. You do see that there's two kind of like guards that are kind of like walking around it. And you're smart enough to get the sense where it's like if this was just left unguarded, then people would just like squatters would be there immediately. Like, it's
Right.
3 rooms and a roof, right? It's
Yeah.
4 walls and a roof, right? So you get the sense that there's somebody has put in place to make sure that doesn't happen. But that's as far as you are able to discover with that natural 20. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. I actually, you know what? I think with a natural 20, you see what appears to be 2 hunters near the edge of the town that appear talking to each other. And you do hear one of them say, "Oh no, it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it." And you see, they're 2 human hunters. And the other one goes, "We could do it, man. We would make a killing off of it." And the other older hunter is like, "Do you see what they did to Argyle? There was nothing left of him. We should just leave. Go fish. Do something else." And the 2 hunters are kind of like squabbling.
Okay. Can I just
Go talk to them.
can I make a stealth check so I can just like appear behind them and say and just I want to just make a stealth check. I just want to see if I can like
Scare
just
the
appear
shit out
behind them. 13.
Yeah, effectively enough. They are a little bit startled by your presence.
By this absolute unit of a man just suddenly teleporting behind them. Just saying, "Is there a problem, gentlemen?"
Oh, no problem at all. And you see, like, it's like, "Oh, come on, man." Just the younger one is like, "Okay, come on, let's get out of here. It's listen, old man. It's none of your business." And you see the older one look at the younger guy and just slap him in the back of the head.
Yeah, and I'm gonna look at the younger guy and say, "So there's nothing wrong with this empty-looking house here?"
Oh, you mean the house? Oh,
Yeah.
it's a closed. Well, it's called the Ramshackle. Used to be an inn, closed after the last owner retired. What was his name? De Groots. Anyway, well, you see, like, you mean when De Groots died? Yeah, I remember De Groots died. Sad thing, tragic, really. They said that they found his body hanging from one of the rafters.
Whoa.
But,
So murder. You say.
well, some say that it was his own decision to go out that way. Others say that could have been a murder by someone, hands of old friends, who knows. Apparently they're using the place as a lumber storage for now. That's part of the reason why they're guarding it. But some people want to reopen it up, but the town speaker seems to not want to do that for whatever reason.
And why is that? Your guess. I mean.
My guess? maybe she couldn't be bothered. She's a nice little halfling girl, but maybe she prefers it as a lumber storage. Our town speaker's name's Nimsy Huddle. Strong heart halfling, but she's got a nice heart for sure. Sometimes if there's travelers, she lets them stay up in her attic for free. She let us do that once or twice. Hey there, Conroy. And you see, like, yeah. She's nice. She makes really good food, like the best. And the older man kind of goes like, well, regardless, is that all you wanted to talk about? The old ramshackle?
Like, I mean, if you have anything else you want to share, we'll be all yours. I mean,
and you see, like,
we are just new
you
in
see,
town. So.
you see Conroy's like, don't talk about the thing, and this guy does not give a shit.
He wants someone to chat. Yeah, nice.
And he basically says, well, right now they've been trying to hunt down an old moose. Big fella. Apparently he's been attacking the lumber folk, or the people working on the cutting down trees, so on and so forth. There's a bounty. The town speaker could give you more details, but they want this thing killed, terrorizing the town. But
like,
it's
just a
weird.
moose, right? Like, what's
Well, that's the weirdest thing,
terrified about? Yeah.
Go hunt a moose. It'd be straightforward, right?
Yeah.
But the beast has eluded several hunters that've been sent to kill it. Actually, there used to be 3 of us until poor Argyle went on his own into the woods yesterday, and we found his corpse beaten by what looked like large hooves.
Okay.
But he was always the cocky one. I figured someone else would have learnt that lesson by now. And he looks at Conroy.
Yeah.
And you see the older one say, if you want more details, go talk to the town speaker. It's just down the way. You take 2 lefts and a right. You'll see her house.
Cool.
Meanwhile, Brandon is deep in thought. Brandon's thinking he's putting 2 and 2 together. He thinks this is clearly the work of our druid friend.
Oh, really? Okay.
That perhaps might be the
I
case.
haven't thought that far, but yeah, maybe. Okay.
But
Visit ourselves a town speaker again, like new one.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Let's go,
Maybe
and
we'll
let's
be
not
thrown
stay in that
again.
inn.
the ramshackle. Wait, Edith.
Let's not go into the haunted house. Let's never go in there.
No, don't go
Yeah.
into the haunted house. Yeah.
Not without a paladin, or
Yeah.
wait a minute.
Not without a
Wait
paladin.
minute.
Wait a minute. So if you guys just want to go to the town speaker's house, you can.
Yeah, because we don't want any
Yeah.
trouble just from the start.
So
unless-
you find her relatively quickly. You do see what appears to be an older halfling woman. I'll get her picture just a second. She's got like really big glasses. She's got like a flower. If anything, what's interesting, she's got her hair braided almost like very similar to how Bree has it. And this is her picture right here. And she kind of goes, "Oh, new travelers, I see. What can I do to help you?"
We've heard from the townsfolk that you are kind enough to offer us a place to stay for maybe a couple of nights.
I could give you I have a nice room upstairs. It's got a little bit of a heat box, and if you wanted to stay the night, it's cold outside. I wouldn't mind that. I've actually just been finishing up some nice goodies. I could offer you some if you wanted.
Yeah.
You do actually, interestingly enough, as you see in the room nearby, is what it looks like freshly baked halfling shaped cookies, which are basically
my God!
gingerbread cookies.
Okay.
And you see
I almost
cream
heard
puff.
you
see
said
cream
halfly
puff
baked
outside,
halflings.
staring through the window like a serial killer.
Oh my
at those
God.
cookies. But she does actually offer them to you, and they taste quite good if you do decide to have them.
Awesome.
Yes, please.
Yes.
And
do it.
it's they're just fresh, just like a little bit of heat and steam just coming off of them, and they're just absolutely delicious. You kind of hear like just like the hearth nearby kind of crackles with fire. You do see the kitchen's pretty cluttered. You also see what appears to be a basket full of chocolate bars that have like a special note on them that might be worth inquiring, may not. But they have actually, you know what, Ragnar? I want you to make an Arcana check on those.
Oh, okay. This is
Magic
gonna be,
bars.
This is gonna be 15. Oh,
15.
No
This has
bonus.
actually become a new thing that has like been talked about by some arcane casters and stuff like that. There is there's basically a company, or I guess you'd call it a company, that sells candy. It's called Billy Bonka's Confection.
Oh my God.
And Billy Bonka is known to.
Billy Bonka? Oh my God! Damn it!
You have the golden ticket, Harley.
Oh, I do sell golden tickets, actually. But Nimsy
Is
basically
it Billy
says,
Bonka in the Cheesecake Factory? Come on.
No, maybe. I'll never tell. But you do know that this is known as rainbow chocolate, and is said to have some wild effects after consumption.
Oh, pretty cool. Let's try one.
Are you just gonna go?
yeah,
Are
yeah.
you just gonna grab one right away before
Oh,
she can
I've
eat?
heard
You know
of
what,
these.
Ragnar?
Yeah.
You're committed to this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you just grab one and take a bite right away.
Yeah. I love chocolate.
All right.
Well, Ragnar
All
loves
right.
chocolate. So.
You see Nimsy immediately go, "Oh, sweetie, wait!" And now I have to go and grab something.
Wild
because
magic.
you-
Oh my
Hold
God!
on.
Yes. that
Oh God.
would be awesome. Yes. Wild magic.
That was seconds.
Yes.
That was
Second.
literal seconds.
Yes.
I mention it, and then you're like, I immediately go press the
Yep.
red button.
It's a button. Press it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the house is about to explode right now.
Awesome.
All right, give me 1 second. Somewhere in here, I'll find it eventually. You know what? This is a little pretty interesting because you're the sorcerer, so you, depending on which class you took, this would have been something you would have been aware of.
Okay.
Alrighty, I want you to roll a D100, Ragnar.
Nice. Let's use the tool D186. Wild magic, baby. I like the sound of that.
That's hilarious. All right, well, you're all about making good first impressions. I would like you to roll a D10.
D10. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
D10. Le floor.
4.
Floor.
Okay, so as you take a bite out of the rainbow chocolate, your eyes immediately shoot into a green like glow, and your mouth opens up and it's full of just like this arcane energy and magic. And as you just instinctively like yell, like there is this burst of necrotic energy that hits you, Brandon, and Nimsy.
Okay.
Oh,
So
immediately gonna heal Nim-
Brandon,
Nimsy.
you take 4 points of necrotic damage. Ragnar, you take 4 points of necrotic damage, and Nimsy takes 4 points of necrotic damage and is on the floor.
Heal.
I like the idea. Her body went flying towards you, Eden. You just kind of like catch her and cast lay on hands.
Whoa there! Be careful. You never know what's gonna happen these days.
Chocolate. Yeah.
What
Sorry,
happened?
that's the
Where
sound.
am I? She is very confused because it was like she blinked and she just woke up in your arms. And she kind of goes, did you take a bite out of that chocolate, good sir?
Yes.
Oh, well, sweetie, you gotta be careful. That chocolate is concentrated wild magic.
Which
Oh,
is awesome. Yeah.
They sell those nowadays?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, she gets shy. Technically, you were supposed to buy that before you took a bite, but I guess it's fine.
Any freebies?
I'm gonna
First
buy.
one?
I'm gonna buy that
Yeah.
for Ragnar.
It will be about 5 gold pieces.
So what do I have? Where's gold? Where's my gold? Okay, I don't have. I'm not buying that. I don't have the
No.
gold.
No, don't do it. I'll just say I thought this was a freebie for the first.
You're trying to get in. Make a
Yeah.
persuasion check, Ragnar.
No, I mean it's all to offer, and it's just out there. Like,
17's not bad.
Yeah.
You go, well, we'll say the first one's on the house. That's fair enough.
thank you.
But yeah, no, it's concentrated
Five of these?
wild magic.
Okay.
But yeah, no, there's this candy man who came in many years ago and offered me some. Apparently, they sell all kinds of different sugared magic treats from time to time. But I only bought some of the candy or the chocolate.
All right.
But
how many
if you
chocolates do you
if in
have?
well, currently in the basket there's about 10. So if you wanted to,
I'll
she
buy
looks
two.
at you, Ragnar.
I'll buy 2.
You'll buy 2. Okay, that's 10 gold pieces for 2.
Yep.
Call it wild rainbow chocolate.
All
Wonderful.
So if you want some chaos, you basically use a bonus action to take a bite out of the chocolate bar, and then you get to roll on the wild magic
Nice.
table. And I actually have like 20 different wild magic tables available to
Awesome.
me. So there's
Oh my
some
god,
that
how
even
much for all of it?
all of it.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
All of it.
Let me see. Right now,
You
says
give me a wild magic table? Yeah, I'm gonna get it all.
All right. Well, okay. So I would say because it's 10. It's 5.
5
Hold
a
on,
pop?
where's my calculator?
Yeah.
It's 5 a pop. Ragnar just took 8.
2.
Sorry, no. Ragnar took 2.
Yeah.
2. Sorry. So 8 times 5. 40. It would be 40 gold to just take the rest.
Well, but that's
Sure, I'll
just
do that.
chocolate, right? There's other, right? Yeah.
I shouldn't have said that there was 10. You weren't supposed to buy all of them.
Oh no!
Oh well, I made my bed now. Okay,
Yeah.
well, yes. She. Oh well, thank you. This will help the town, and maybe I can even fix up my kitchen a little bit. And you just hand her. It's a lot of money that you just handed her. But you have the biggest smile on your face.
I'm
Eden.
gonna be giving each of my party members. How much was that again? 10?
So Ragnar's
you
got
get 8.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ragnar's got 2.
Yes.
And you have 8.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. I'll just give each of them. I know how to math.
Do
I
you
can-
want to just?
I can
You
do
honestly, why don't? If you do this, you could give them. You could give Bree and Brandon 2, and then you could have the 4.
Yep.
The 4 left over. Because it's clearly you want to be the Chaos Queen, if anything.
No, I'll give Ragnar one more,
Okay.
and then
awesome.
both of us will have 3.
3.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, so you
Thank
hand
you.
out the chocolates.
I love chocolates. by the way.
Are you handing Bree also like?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay. Bree won't deny it, but just looking at it like.
If you don't want it,
what
I
is
can have
this?
it. Like, just saying. I love chocolate.
I'll keep it. What do you call
Brandon
wild
is not
magic
is going
choco
to
bars?
refuse. He's a little too old for. He's a little too old for wild magic.
Tally will say, "Can I have yours, Brandon?"
Yeah, Brandon will give it to her.
All right,
Without a word.
she'll take. She'll take some.
Two.
So you have acquired
Yeah.
a stockpile of wild magic. This is totally not a mistake, and the DM will totally not regret this decision. But here we are. But Nimsy does say, well, is there anything else I can do to help? Or
Well,
are you just going to stay?
Yeah, we want to stay, but we also want to ask, why is the original inn closed? I mean, you could make a fortune with travelers coming around.
Well, and she kind of gets a little bit more quiet, and she says, well, you see, I find that the circumstances behind de Grootz's death have always been a little bit, shady. And to be honest, I worry that if the inn would open up, something equally as awful would happen as well.
Wonderful. Let's keep it closed.
Eden's like, I want nothing to do with that.
I mean, what's the
Is
worst thing
Eden
that could
scared
happen?
of ghosts?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, Bree's kind of like looking. I also about to say Bree kind of just like taps Eden, just like you seem to have a much more increased reaction towards the supernatural.
I have a completely normal reaction. I have no idea what you're talking about.
So if I casually said that we need to go to the haunted house, you would be fine
Let's
with it?
not do that. Then I don't think that's a good idea. We have a perfectly wonderful space that we can sleep in. Then why would you want to do that?
I mean, to make it better and better. I mean, it's not a big threat, right?
Tally's like, hey, listen, guys, stop bullying her. I used to be scared of ghosts when I was 4.
Oh my god!
Even worse.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean like that. You get to realize she didn't accidentally want to
I look at Talia as like, of all the people around here, I wasn't expecting you to deal the final blow.
I didn't. No, I'm not. I didn't deal the final
work.
blow.
I
I'm
pat her
sorry.
on the shoulder.
She's like, Eden, I don't have any healing magic.
For emotional damage.
Damn
And you see that. So that happens, and you do see Nimsy kind of say like, well, look, that right now the town's having bigger problems than the ramshackle inn. There's this moose that appears to be hunting the
So we've heard. Yeah.
I've been looking for people to hunt it, but most of the people that have gone into the woods to take care of the beast, well, they haven't made it back.
What's the reward?
But the reward. I mean, are you interested? She kind of like gives you a keen look.
Look at us. We are outsiders who have no ties to the town. So what would people call those person? I mean, adventurers, right?
Yeah.
So...
Okay. Well, let's say this. If you could take care of that moose, I'd be more than willing to give each of you 25 gold pieces. If that would suffice.
You are in sort of an emergency.
Kind of tap. I kind of put a hand on Ragnar's shoulder and just like, we just bought chocolate bars.
That's why I'm asking. Do you have more chocolate bars?
That's not where I was going with. Never mind.
Actually, you know what? So Bree, you see Ragnar say that and you sigh.
Yeah.
Let the adults talk.
I will say.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm assuming you feel pretty offended by that, Bree. Ragnar's like, I'm the leader here.
Yeah.
And just like I'm just gonna cross my arms a little bit. I'm just like, yeah, sure. And I'm just gonna like, and then maybe I think Eden will be like, damn, wait, is Bree gonna be a bit petty now? Like, Bree will remember this.
Bree, yeah, the Bree will remember this in the corner. Ragnar, you can make your persuasion check.
Yeah. Come on. 15.
I pat Breeze back.
Not bad. Not awesome, but not bad.
She is actually willing to offer you some more of Billy Bonka's
Bonka?
confection.
Yeah.
Specifically, she's not going to tell you where it is because she doesn't trust you anymore. But she has stored away what's called hasty sugar bombs.
Hasty sugar
And it's
bombs.
basically, it's a red lollipop.
Ooh.
And when you consume it as an action, you increase your movement speed by 5 for an hour.
Nice.
And she is willing to offer you 2 of these on top of the gold.
Nice. I mean, I'll take it. Well,
But she
after
says,
we
I
finish
mean,
the mission.
well,
Yes, of
she
course.
does say to you, well, if by all means, if you bring back the moose as proof, then I'll give you the hasty sugar bombs on top of the gold, and you might actually be able to sell the meat to the local butcher for some extra
Yeah.
gold if you're looking for the
Awesome.
most value.
And this dude, well, to be fair, we just need to deal with the threat, no matter how it's done, right?
Right.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
let me know how it goes.
Yeah, I'll bring
And,
back proof, obviously, but like by all our like whatever like resorts we've dealt to, yeah, no questions asked. Just as long as the problem's gone, right? Just saying.
She kind of, the way you're wording that makes her
I'm
raise
not
an
gonna
eyebrow,
do
and
any,
she goes,
I'll add. We won't do any damage to the town. Just don't question.
I
our
would
motives.
hope
Well,
not.
just don't question our methods. Just saying. Methods.
I feel like I'm allowed to question a little bit, considering you took a bite out of a chocolate bar and I went unconscious.
Brandon,
That
this is
sort
a
of
mistake.
experience could
Yes.
qualify as unconscious. Yes, I guess. Yeah.
Ragnar, let's save the chaos for the moose.
Yeah, sure. Like I was just
Okay.
saying that. Yeah. We'll save the town from the chaos of the moose. Just saying.
All right. Well, I wish you the best of luck, and I hope to hear good news. And she kind of goes back to her kitchen to start cooking and
All right.
stuff like that. She seems like she's got another batch.
Rest for the night, I guess.
Yeah, if you guys want to like find a place to rest, you actually did. She did offer her attic, so you could just go up there and rest for the evening if you guys
Okay.
want to.
Oh, by the way, where can we buy other rations, or you know?
Oh, well, you
Resupply.
could always go to the Happy Scrimshander. She's kind of like the local shop here.
Okay.
Mm.
But if you're looking for a place to stay the night, you could do it tomorrow morning before you make your way. Your call.
Awesome. Well,
So,
what time is it? right now
are you
for
right now? It was 8. This is why we have the technology.
Yeah. Time.
It is about 2 p.m. and it is pitch black outside.
All right. So if we say, well, I'm not afraid of pitch black anymore. Thank God. But, so yeah.
Okay,
Like if,
you are not afraid of pitch
Yeah.
black, I mean, Mr. Dark Vision.
yeah. So like, let's just say if we go and buy the rations, you know, to resupply and stuff, how long will it take?
It won't take that long, maybe like 30 minutes.
Cool.
I will
I'll do a
also, there
supply
is
run,
light
just
in the
saying.
town. It's not like there's the town is devoid of
Yeah,
light.
yeah, I
I'm
know.
just saying that if you go into the woods right now,
Yeah,
it is going to
dangerous,
be it's going to be a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, no. So I'm just saying.
what
I'll
is-
do the supply run? Just saying for the others.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Ragnar's going to go do a supply run.
I'll
and
take
Tally
Cream
says
Puff with me if Eden wants to come as well. So
You can just use cream puff. I don't think
Okay,
I need.
cool.
I need
You know what?
to
I will accompany you
oh, okay.
because I want to make sure that the moose doesn't catch you off guard,
oh,
do horrible
it's
moose
fine.
things to you.
It'll probably be.
Just
the
say,
other way
I say
around.
to Ragnar, I toss him like a couple gold and it's like, get me some days of rations, please.
Sure.
Tally's like, I'm gonna just stay here in the attic if that's okay.
Yeah.
And she kind of like goes to sit down on one of the like little areas where people tend to sleep, like almost like bedrolls and stuff like that. She actually pulls out her journal and starts like writing and sketching and doing some stuff.
Yep.
Nice.
Brandon's just going to give her a massive thumbs up and follow Ragnar out to help him collect supplies.
Nice.
Okay.
Is Peanuts?
Bree, are you gonna stay with Tally? Oh no, we've lost Bree.
Yeah, sorry. So wait, who's going where? I know Robin and
So-
Ragnar and Brandon are gonna go.
Yeah, Ragnar and Brandon are doing the shopping run. Eden, I'm assuming, are you staying?
Yeah, Eden's gonna stay, and she's just gonna help the town speaker like try to make her home nice, especially since we're just staying here for free. So
Okay, yeah, I could say you could do that. Absolutely. Okay, so
The thing that's so funny to me is I unironically want to check out the haunted house.
no.
Oh, you can go to the haunted house. Absolutely. I'm not stopping you.
Check.
Sure.
Wait, if you're gonna go, I'm not gonna let you go alone.
Well, you don't know that, so unless Bree tells
Yeah, I just
okay.
know, I think well, Bree is just gonna look towards Eden and just say like, well, I was joking about it earlier, but I am interested for whatever supernatural beings or phenomena may be within that haunted house.
No. Are you crazy? You can't punch ghosts. You can't do any of that. It won't work.
You do see Tally go, well, you don't have to go, Eden. I could go and help Bree. I mean, we gotta face our fear.
And what defense will you have against these ghosts? You're gonna smack your book with them? It won't work.
I can
No,
shoot a
she
bow.
should not go because she was knocked out by a cookie.
True.
Well, no, Tally wasn't knocked out
Tally
by the
wasn't-
cookie.
It was
that's true.
townspeople.
Weirdly enough, Tally actually has a decent amount of hit points,
Yeah.
all things considered. She's not the greatest warrior. What's actually interesting, you guys actually haven't seen Tally fight. That's a question you haven't actually pondered to ask
Yeah.
yet. But Tally does say to you, Eden, like, look, we've talked about facing our fears and trying to, be stronger than what we once were, and I can handle it. I think if there's a ghost that shows up, yeah, me and Bree probably take care of it.
I just want to clarify. I'm not going inside the house.
You're like,
What?
oh,
I
you just
just want to see the house.
okay. Well, that seems doable.
You want to see the house, but you don't want to go inside it.
Well, yes, I think even from the outside, it should be enough just to see the influence of maybe supernatural phenomena. Do you really have
No,
to go
no, no,
inside
no,
to
you-
observe such?
Yes, you would, because you need to feel the atmosphere. You need to be within its sphere of influence. When you're outside, you're not in that influence.
You're quite informed about this. Are you sure you're scared of for?
I know about it, so I can stay away.
I love this new development in Eden's character. I am all for this.
Yes.
Eden, I do not believe in ghosts. Also, Eden, I will not enter the haunted house.
I will say this: Tally's getting ready to leave with Bree, and Bree looks like she's already made up her mind. So it's up to you, Eden, whether or not you want to go or stay.
I need to make sure they don't go inside the ghost sphere of influence. I'm going.
All right, so
Oh.
3 of you are gonna go.
We're gonna play Phasmophobia. Samuel, write your name down in the notebook, Samuel.
No.
God damn it!
Give a sign, Samuel.
I can't escape it. I
Oh,
can't
You're a
escape
wimp.
it.
You wimp, come on out, you wimp.
Come on out, and then someone just died.
All right, Mr. Brandon and Mr. Ragnar, as you guys make your way,
We have no
to-
clue about this. No.
You have no clue about this,
Not
by
an
the way.
inkling. No.
You do go to what is the the happy Scrimshander. And you see what appears to be another older lady. It's specifically a gnome. And she has like all sorts of like little trinkets in her shop, like gray, white hair, very friendly demeanor as well. A little bit similar to Nimsy.
Okay. Hello.
But that is her photo. And she kind of goes, "Oh, new customers.
Yes.
Welcome, welcome. What can I do to help?"
We're here to resupply. So, any interesting rations? Preferably not beef jerky. I mean, we had enough of those. So.
Well, I do have a supply of deer meat or venison that's kind of
That's also great.
relatively fresh.
Anything like vegetables? We could use those.
I might be able to scrounge up some strawberries if that's something that you would like.
Yes.
I was going to say, I can. Don't worry. Listen, if they can't get, they don't have it. Don't worry. I can help you find some.
Yeah. I know you can. It just, we need to, resupply. So, whatever we can get, it's good.
All right. I will say you could probably pick up some supplies.
With all,
I had
just saying, so everyone has eaten 1 day of rations because we...
I will say you could probably pick up at least I would say you'd be because she's not like a butcher. She doesn't have like a crazy amount of supplies. I would say you could pick up at least 4 packs of venison,
Okay.
like meal wise,
Okay.
and some.
So that would be how much days? So
I would say that's probably going to be, we'll say an even 5 silver pieces for that.
So
All right.
ration counting wise, how much of days does that count? Like,
So a ration, so I've simplified the whole eating mechanic so that as
Okay.
long as you eat a ration a day, you're fine.
okay, cool. So
Okay.
that means we have
There might be circumstances in which I do force you to actually have to eat more because of the
winter,
current place you're
cold.
in.
Yep.
But right now you're in a relatively nice area. Like this is
Hold
not.
up. What
Mhm.
circumstances will require me to eat 2 days worth of food in one?
Oh, yeah.
You will find out.
that's- you will find out. Okay.
I'm not gonna say any more or less. I'm just saying that might come out. That might come out.
Okay, good to know.
But regardless, you do the trade. You do get the venison and some of the strawberries.
So you say 4.
And as you're kind of like looking around, you see she's got all sorts of different things, inks and rainbow colors, waxes used to seal engravings, a wide array of needles and knives. And she kind of smiles a bit, and she's kind of like just spinning around like what appears to be like a needle and thread in her fingers.
Oh.
Very dexterously, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So okay, first
but-
things first. Rations, how many? 4. You said 4 moose deer meat. right?
4 venison,
Four
4
venison.
venison packs.
Okay.
And then she's given you, I'd say,
How
2
many
packs of
strawberries?
strawberries.
Okay, cool. So a total of 6. 6 days of ration.
okay.
All right. So you do have that, unless there's anything else you wanted to buy from this little shop.
I actually want to ask, do you have chains?
Like a
metal
chain?
Chains. Metal chains.
Sadly, no. I don't have that in my supply. I apologize.
No, it's fine. Yeah, just random thoughts came across my mind. All right, I guess that'll be it. Unless Brandon, you have something else you want to buy?
I do not.
Okay, cool.
I think I can find what I need out in the forest.
Yeah, I believe so. It's just, it's easier if you have something on your hand. All
I
right, and that will
agree.
be it for us. How much do I owe you? Sorry.
5 silver pieces,
5
sweetie.
silver piece? Cool. Okay. I'll hand her 5 silver piece. So, yeah. That's it.
She kind of smiles and she kind of goes back to her work.
Yep. Go back.
So as you guys are finishing up your shopping, Bree, Eden, and Tally are heading towards the house, the very, very spooky house. And as you kind of like approach the outside, I'll say, Bree, since you're the one inspecting this, I'll say you can either make a perception or investigation check. And I'll say Tally's helping, so you can have advantage on this.
Okay, let's go.
Hey.
Investigation with advantage.
18.
18. Nice.
Looking at the place, you definitely get the sense that it's definitely stood the test of time. Like this place has been here for a while. It could even be like one of the first buildings that was built in Lonelywood. It definitely has a history to it. And as you kind of just like inspecting it, well, first things first, as to Eden's relief, just from a cursory glance, you're safe to report that most likely not haunted. So you can check that box off the list.
Phew.
But one of the things that catches you a little bit off guard is that one of the windows is it's got designed in a way it's old style, like the glass is a little bit like cracked, but one of the cracks in the window, it gives you a bit of a memory recall, because it's not exactly the same, but it reminds you a bit of one of the homes, or at least your first home with your husband.
Wait,
Aw.
it's not exact. Okay, I know. Is it my first house then? Right?
It's not exact. You've never lived in Lonelywood. At least you don't.
Yeah.
But the big thing is that you kind of recall a memory of like sitting inside, looking out as the snow felt, with your husband like just holding your hand nearby, and you remember just that one little crack that went up, down, left, and right, and you kind of like remember that for a brief moment.
A crack?
Just a crack in the window. Think of it as like, it's kind of like when you're thinking about old memories, and like there's certain details that they're so fresh in your mind. Like you sometimes you don't remember like what you're talking about, or like the face of the person, but there's like one detail in particular that just you don't forget, and that particular crack that was in the window of your first home, that's something that immediately shoots back into your mind.
Okay. You know how to get me inside this house, boss man. I'm just gonna say you absolutely know how to. Get me inside.
Oh
I look
boy.
at the break taps, or like kind of places a bit of their fingers onto the cracked window, and then looks at towards the sort of where the door is, and just says, without like kind of like deadpan, like a sudden change of character, like saying she just says, "I'm going inside."
What? I thought we were only going to look. You looked.
I just say, and Bree just kind of just says, "I think there's something for me here."
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let me just dash some like holy water on you first.
Absolutely.
Protection.
Random holy
gotta-
water. Oh my
I can
god.
close my eyes.
Oh no.
So you dash some holy water on Bree. There's two villagers that walk by and go, "What the fuck is going on?" But
Add frozen holy water to your AC, please.
yeah. Now, one thing you will say is that there are two guards, so you will have to sneak your way in if you want to.
Okay, wait. I also just. What were the stories about this place? Like from earlier?
So,
Like,
as far as the story goes, this place is called the Ramshackle. It used to be an inn. It closed after its owner was found hanging from one of the rafters inside. And there are rumors that this was not a suicide and that it might have been a murder. That's the
okay
basic.
then. Yeah, I think Bree and part as well with their family could just be like, maybe a part of her is also interested in the truth. So,
Mhm.
Yeah, so there's some guards you have to sneak past.
Yeah. You could
Um,
persuade them. You could sneak past them. There's a multiple. You could,
I'll just minor illusion and a sound like across the distance of like of like heavy hooves hitting the ground.
Okay. So I'll say no check required. You easily the two guards go, oh jeez, and they immediately start like going in that direction to
Oh.
get ready
And
for a
then
scrap.
it's time for us to get in.
Yeah.
Get in and get out.
Oh
And
my
as
god.
as you walk inside, and then I'm assuming it's just Bree going in.
No.
Oh, you're going in too? Okay. As you walk inside, the three of you, what's interesting to discover? It's mostly what Nimsy said. It's like lumber storage. You see lots of different logs, and you see like a couple like saws, like those like big giant hand saws. It takes like two people to use and stuff like that. You see a
Yeah.
couple like kind of like littered against the wall. Couple tools that are kind of like scattered like in a couple different tables. Eden, you're sweating for a bit.
I'm like gripping
you.
onto Tally. Actually, I am hugging her. I am like clinging to her. She needs to practically carry me and drag me through.
Eden, you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my goodness. Can I willingly fail this?
Oh no.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
And can I trade offer for inspiration thoughts?
Just you are freaked out by this place for whatever reason. When Bree walks in, this place seems normal to her. Maybe it gives her a little bit of memory recall about certain things. And you do see for a moment, Eden, as a spider has crawled up your shoulder onto your neck that you did not notice.
She's going to scream, but then in a way that's it's caught in her throat, so it doesn't really come out.
Oh my god.
Like
I swiped the spider away.
the spider.
You saved my life.
Tally, by the
Yeah.
way, is also sketching this exchange in her book.
I just kind of look around, just say, well, not exactly the house my husband and I used to live in, but it is still a quaint house. Or a quaint building, rather.
You used to live in Lonelywood?
No, it's just the way the windows are, remind me of my previous home. The specific types of windows. And I thought that maybe there'll be more decorations that might remind me of home. Or what used to be our home.
Tally kind of says, "What was your?" I'm sorry if I don't know if this is appropriate to ask, but what was your favorite thing about your home?
Well, for me, it was the fireplace. It was usually where we would talk, me and my husband. It was warm and really nice.
And she says,
Although,
"Well,
to be fair, to be truthful, the fireplace was not the best. It did not provide too much heat, but it was what we had.
Tally kind of smiles and she says, "Well, I mean, when I was a kid, I used to love sitting next to the fire with my dad. So, yeah, I can understand that."
Well, I don't think I'll find more to remember him by, and my son. However, I'm also still interested in this story of this inn. So I'll be heading upstairs. If there's a second floor. Is there a second floor?
There's
Wait.
Eden's Tally's holding on to your hand, Eden. Don't worry, she's got this. Don't worry, Eden. I got you. Don't worry. I can fight too. And as you kind of
wait, actually,
Okay,
wait. You, I'm gonna roll for this.
Ooh.
I look at how really distraught Eden is. I look upstairs at the second floor, and I look at Eden, and I'm just like, let's go back. It seems like
It's
this
okay.
fear
It
of yours.
reminds you of your husband. We can go.
No, not in sacrifice of your own mental sanity. Let's leave.
And also, Tally does says, whisper to you, Bree, you could always come back once we're done the quest.
That is true. But for now, I didn't realize how deep this fear of the supernatural goes, and I feel a bit upset that I have scared Eden to this degree.
I mean, it's okay actually. I'm the one who wanted to come, and I just didn't.
We're leaving.
What
it's
if you
fine.
get possessed?
And as you drag Eden out of the haunted lumber, that memory of you and your husband by the fire does hit you for a moment, Bree. But it passes, and you reconvene with the rest of your group. Now, you do have a quest. Oh wait, well actually you have a night to sleep, because right now is basically nighttime at 2 p.m. So if you want to start the quest in the morning, or hell, if you're really ballsy, you can just go out right now.
Now let's sleep, guys.
Damn it. One of these days. So I'll say everybody can take a long rest, unless there's anything else you wanted to do in the town.
Nope. Not at the moment.
Okay. As you take a long rest, by the way, I'll say for the purposes of the narrative, Brandon, you reconstruct Peanut into classic Peanut.
Yeah,
Yeah.
back into Fuzzy
Back.
Peanut. Okay.
Back into Fuzzy Peanut. As you start the morning
I'll,
anew,
like separate the rations I bought to each
Yep.
person. So
You
each
separate
one
the
gets
venison.
a bison pack. So we all get one. So just add that to your days of ration.
so as you add the supplies,
Yeah.
I will say for this, Brandon, would you like to begin tracking the moose?
Yes.
Okay.
And also,
Is
I will
this-
give the
I'm gonna
strawberry to Bree, and because she gave me gold, so I was like, yeah, you can have
Okay.
it. You can have
How
one
much was it?
strawberry. One strawberry pack. So
No, I mean, like,
Well,
how
ma'am-
much gold did you spend for me?
like we spent like 5 silver.
5
so-
silver total.
Yeah,
for
so I'll
everything.
return the remaining gold to you. Like I paid my
Okay.
own part, so
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I got it.
yeah, cool. Mark
All right.
that down.
So,
27.
Brandon, Mr.
Yeah.
Ranger, I would like you to make a survival check.
I have advantage on this because this is a beast.
Yep.
This is correct.
Or is it?
13.
13. Okay.
Or is it?
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad. What's interesting enough, as you begin tracking the what appears to be these like moose footprints into the woods, they kind of spiral out into different, almost like random, bizarre directions. And I will say this specifically, Brandon, and specifically because of your class and the nature of what you're capable of doing. As you are following these tracks, you feel this weird sensation that as you're walking through the woods itself, that something is making it difficult to keep tracking this beast. And it's not normal. Like this is not a normal hunt. It's like something is stopping you from tracking this beast, or at least it's making it very difficult. Could this be magic, druidic? You don't know.
I believe, Brandon with his vast experience, can I reasonably infer that this is magic like pass without trace?
I would say you don't think it's passive trace specifically, but there is some magical thing going on right now that's making it difficult to track this thing. You are still able to follow the tracks, and it is still leading deep into the woods. But if this was just a normal hunt, you would have found this thing by now, like that. But there is this might actually be part of the reason why all these hunters that go into the woods are having such trouble finding this thing.
All right. Could I make an intelligence check or like a nature check, and I will have advantage on this because this is still technically a beast.
Okay, I will
Could I
say
make a check till I figure out like what kind of bait I can use to try to lure this thing out. If I can't go to it, maybe I can trick it to come to me
Ooh, okay. I would say make a nature check.
with advantage. 22.
22. There is a possibility that you assess the information that you have. One of the things that you could do if you're trying to bait this thing into a fight, if you were to just be a wandering lone hunter, that seems to be its prey. You also think that perhaps this thing is not stupid enough to fight things in packs, unless it has to. And if you recall, Argyle went on his own and he got demolished. And perhaps maybe the creature or the moose waited until it was alone. So that is a possible thing. But as you are walking into the wilderness and that thought crosses your mind, this wave of just unease hits you like something is nearby. And I would like everybody to make perception checks.
Oh boy. Perception. 4.
Ragnar, with your low perception checks, I think we're going to have to tie you to a tree as bait.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh no, 7. I'm too lost in thought.
You say that. You, the ranger, say that. Yes.
All my good rolls up.
All of you are just like, you can feel that weight of like something is very, 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 very wrong nearby. And I would say this is beautiful how this works. The one who hears just the faint noise of something wailing nearby, crying in agony, as it echoes across the snow-covered trees. You see what appears to be a gray silhouetted figure nearby one of the trees ahead of you.
Do all of us see it, or
I would say, Eden, you're the first one to see it.
Eden's gonna scream this time.
Okay, yeah. Then this is what's about to happen. As you scream, I actually gonna show you a picture of what this looks like. This ghost-like figure. That's why when you guys were making all the ghost stuff, I was like, I can't believe this. I can't believe how perfect this is.
Where's the ghost?
Tattered cloth, long fingernails. And Eden, as you scream, its eyes lock onto you specifically. And it immediately cries out. I would like everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wonderful.
Wonderful. Initiative 10.
Bring me to the map.
Come on.
All right.
Oh,
So I will add
yes.
I need to add my proficiency bonus to my initiative from alert. So that is going to be 24. And would anybody like to swap with me?
Oh, that's a good initiative.
That is stellar initiative.
I think I'm okay to go. Before I can really make a proper move with my spells, I need to know what exactly this thing can do. So I think it's better I go later on.
Okay.
All right.
I will add to turn. Eden rolled a 17. And then Bree rolled a 6. And let us see what this thing does. Okay.
Oh, that far away. Interesting.
Okay.
Oh, I know what it is. Well, I can't
Well,
tell. As a
you may see the
player-
picture,
Yeah,
but
as
it's
a
not
player, I know.
necessarily what you think it is.
Yeah, maybe.
I would say, Brandon, you are up first as the scream, as Eden's scream echoes across the
The battlefield. Yes.
battlefield.
Okay, yeah. I just wanted to check. Okay, yeah, it's a bonus action. I speak a single word of wind power, and
Wind. Yes.
I do not provoke opportunity attacks from this thing. I am going to. Where is this thing?
It's up here. Hold
It's-
on.
Oh my
It's
goodness,
up
that
here.
is far away.
Yeah. So
That is
arrow.
far away.
If you have some arrow, you can.
That thing
shoot
also
at
looks
it.
super. That's the thing. I do, but here's the thing. That thing looks supernatural.
Yeah.
It very much is.
That means I gotta find a way to do it. And this is all difficult terrain, right?
I would say climbing that will for the purpose of this, we'll say is difficult terrain. Because it's actually above you all right now. It's actually on like almost like a hill top.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright, well, in that case, I will go out here to there-ish. And I will try to shoot this thing to see what, if anything, my arrows can do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, roll for an attack.
I miss.
9. As you pull back and shoot your arrow, the creature kind of like looks towards the direction of the arrow, and it's very weird. It almost like seems like it's recognizing you all, and it's not recognizing you all. Like there's something very odd about this being, and you just hear it. You just hear it kind of like shout out, "Tommy, where are you, Tommy? Is that you? Where are you?"
Is this related to the haunted house?
I don't know. Tommy is not the name that you were given.
Is this
But
related to the dude, to the little kid who ran away?
We'll say a round will have to go by, and we'll see what you guys are
We
able
can
to
we can
discern.
determine. Okay.
Ragnar, you're up.
All right. It looks supernatural. So, magic is the way. It's always the way. Sorcerer's Blast, I guess. I want to test it. I don't know, what it does. So, 23. That's probably a hit, right?
23 does hit.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
It'll
it
be bad
does.
if it's not. Oh, first time. Okay, this is interesting.
Oh, because you get to re-roll again.
Yeah.
I
Nice.
If I roll an 8 on a D8, I can re-roll and add it to the damage. Okay, let's see. Again. Okay, 3. Not bad. Yeah.
All right, just
Nice.
give me 1 second as I
Okay.
get some stuff ready.
Oh, okay.
All right, so what damage are you doing, by the way?
It should be fire because I don't know what it does. So I'm just doing. Oh, I can do psychic. Interesting. I'll do psychic, I guess. And then.
Okay, so what is fire? What is psychic?
Hold on. So the psychic, especially this part, I'm not too sure. So I think I should be adding to the damage equal to the maximum number of d8s you can add to the spell's damage equal to this. Roll another d8 on the first skill. Oh, okay. So if I roll like more d8s, I can do that. Nothing. Okay. So for the Sorcerer's Blast, I don't know if you play Marvel Rivals, but I do the Emerald Frost thing. I use the handshaking and grab onto like midair, just invisible.
So it is
object.
psychic.
Yeah, so it's psychic.
Okay.
So I grab
will
onto
say
it and clutch
this
it. Yeah, just
psychic blast
Yeah.
of energy does hit the target for full damage. I will also say, I'll give this a freebie. Ragnar, I want you to make either it's an Arcana or a Religion check.
Ooh, okay. Oh, just by the way, I was saying neo-peasants. No, just kidding. Okay, Arcana or what'd you say? The other one?
Religion.
Religion.
Yeah.
Oh, both terrible. I guess I'll Arcana it. 12.
12.
Great.
You get the sense that your damage was not resisted, but there is certain types of damage that this creature seems to be resilient against.
Okay.
But luckily, psychic is not one of them.
Nice. I'll share that with
right.
the group. I'll shout. Okay. It's a phantom or something, and it has resistance to other types of damage, so be careful.
All right.
Just saying.
Speaking of which, Scream Queen Eden, what are you up to right now?
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
As right now, it was not the house you needed to be afraid of. Apparently, it was the woods.
Oh my god, I thought I'd be safe here.
Just this presence. It's actually it's almost like the being is like rises a little bit in the air as its dress kind of like floats around in the wind.
Okay, I'm gonna cast protection from evil and good on myself to not be so fucking terrified and frightened.
All right, I like it.
That is
All
good.
right.
Yeah. Afterwards, Eden's gonna just say, "It's okay. You've gone through training. Nothing can hurt you."
This is a code. This is a code 3. It's a code 3.
All you need to do is go through the protocol. Divine Smite. We're good.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I'm gonna get onto Cream Puff and get as close as possible. And she's just gonna try to charge. Cream Puff has 50 feet of movement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But isn't it like no?
I would say if you
Isn't
want to
it-
dash with Cream Puff,
Yeah.
I will say the difficult terrain, like you'll be able 50 because it'd be like 40 times 80 minus. Okay, here's what we'll do. I want Cream Puff to make an athletics check, and depending on how what he rolls, it will either be you'll get up there effectively and you'll be able to do your attacks, or because that was your action. Sorry,
That
you'll
was
be able
my
to
action,
get up.
so I don't mind if like.
Yeah, so it's gonna be an
Okay.
athletics check regardless to see how this
Okay.
goes. That's what we're gonna do.
Okay,
From Cream Puff specifically, you should have access to his character
that's a
sheet.
10.
10. It's enough to get you. I'll move Cream Puff. It's enough to get you right about there, not quite next to it. And I will put Cream Puff to set to back. There we go. But you see, like Cream Puff's like trying to kind of climb up, but you see like the wet snow is melted on some of the rocks and made it a little bit slippery. But you are mounted on Cream Puff. You got your weapons out. You're ready for a fight.
All right. I'm good for a fight. I'm not gonna scream again this time. All right.
It is now the floating specter's turn. As it looks towards who shot a bow at it, it's going to pull out a bow at itself, and it's made out of spectral energy. And as she pulls back, it fires towards Brandon, and we're gonna see if it hits. What is your AC?
16.
16. All right. So luckily, it just misses. It hits the ground, and the creature.
Wait, actually, hang on. Sorry. Hang on. Sorry, I had my shield equipped. I should not have had my shield equipped. It's 14.
14. Luckily,
Okay,
no.
okay.
It rolled low. It rolled actually quite low. Lucky for you.
Okay.
As it shoots its bow, it is now going to make its movement, and it is immediately going to fly about here, and it is just going to be. It's still kind of looking.
Man.
It's just looking around for something. Eden, you also look at this and go, it's gonna be a little bit tricky because this thing has a fly speed and it can move 40 feet.
Aw, man.
Guess what?
Mhm.
Guess what? Peanut can also move 40 feet.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is
Hey.
true.
So
is
I'm
true.
going, and it can climb very well.
Ooh,
so
that's
I
right.
can-
So I'll say
I will
Peanut
hop
does not.
on top of. I will hop on top of Peanut on my next turn, and we will chase this thing down.
Okay. That is actually going to be the end of the creature's turn. Bree, you're up.
Okay, instead of attacking it, I do want to take a new action in 2024
Okay.
D&D. I'm gonna go. I have 35 feet of movement, so I'm just gonna mirror its like. I'm gonna keep a distance, but I am gonna just sort of like mirror like its movement. I just want to like keep track of it, and
Okay.
I want to study it because he said it was looking for something. I want to know what it's trying to look for.
Nice. You take.
I
the
would
study.
say this will be I'll give you an insight check for sure.
Yeah. Okay. 18.
Okay.
It's an 18. Yeah.
No, it's 18. Yeah, no, I'm thinking. Give me a second. This is interesting. It is. What's interesting about this insight check that you make is that it seems like it's looking for somebody. It is looking very distraught that it cannot find this person.
Okay.
And what hits you immediately is that this is the kind of look that a mother would make if they had lost their child.
Okay, so it is the child. Okay.
It is looking for its child.
I guess I just call out to everyone. I think Brandon especially because he made that guess earlier, and I just say like, Brandon, I think you're right. I think it's the mother looking for its missing child.
Yeah, Brandon will just nod,
Okay.
but then he will go back to. He'll just give a nod. That's it. That's his only acknowledgement.
Yeah, I'll pause.
He heard you.
All right. You still have a bonus action if you want to do something. It's up to you.
No, I'll keep it. It's all good. I'll pass the turn.
All right. At the start of the round, it seems to be looking out around. That you have actually clocked that it's looking for someone. And it's in the being says, "Please, no games. Your mother doesn't like it when you play hide and seek. Come home. Please come home." And Brandon, it is your turn.
Alright, well, I will replace my bow with my shield and axe and hop on Peanuts. And together we will go galumphing up the hill.
Okay.
And I will be taking a swing with my axe. Where's my shield? But a swing.
I believe 17 does hit.
That's a 7, and it makes a save, or I knock it onto the ground.
Okay. 7 points of damage. And you also think because you have a moon-touched, technically it's magical axe.
Yes.
Is not your damage is not getting resisted. It does need to make a prone check for
Make a
sure.
con save.
Con save.
If it's what I think it is, it doesn't require that because it's immune.
Well, we will see.
We'll see.
Yeah, so
As a
it does
player,
as you
outright,
as you hit it, you galloping on the back of Peanut is climbing speed going into overdrive. You take your hacks and you hit it, and it's almost like it makes contact with the creature, and you see it slam onto the ground. But in this moment, its form flickers and it immediately is just like floating in front of you. You get the sense that this thing cannot be prone and be
Got it.
prone. And
Okay,
whether
that's
or
fine.
not that has to do with its incorporeal nature, you don't know.
Fine, then Peanut will do peanut things.
All right, go Peanut.
Attack!
Kill it!
All right, 11
11.
points of damage plus charge technically.
Yep, plus charge, yep. Go
All
Peanut, kill. Destroy.
right. So he's gonna take half damage from this though.
Mm.
All right. And he just slams into it. Just something about the incorporeal nature is resisting, specifically Peanut's damage. You think the sense that because of your axe is technically a magically enchanted axe, in this particular case,
Yeah.
it's going to be doing full damage. Now, granted, still, 5 points of damage is still pretty good. It does seem to make contact for sure. Ragnar, you're up.
Alright, I heard that. I was like, I look at Bree, so what now? Attack?
I mean, Bree just kind of looks at it and like looks at what Brandon's doing. Bree kind of just like kind of bites her lip a little bit and just say like, well, unless we can find a clear solution, I think the only way we can solve this is to,
Take it down?
well, yeah.
Yep, gotcha. Okay, do you know what it is? Sorry, just last question.
Me?
Just ask. Yeah, I asked Bree.
Do I know what it is?
I would say I would say in this case make a religion check.
Yeah.
I'll give you a free religion check. You definitely think this could be some ghost or perhaps banshee hybrid. You don't know. But you definitely know it is some sort of undead creature at this time.
So in a way, like with spirits or ghosts,
I would say with a 17, you do know that you could take it down. You also get the sense that if you take it down, it might come back later. Because it's
right,
it's tied to like it's tied here in a way.
It might be tied here, but that is the information that you have available to
All right,
you. Don't necessarily think that taking it out is a bad idea, because at the very least that will give you time to think about what.
Oh yeah, of course. Okay, I kind of just point out to Ragnar and just say like, well, with spirits and ghosts, even if we take it down, it will come back unless we, well, unbind those chains to why it's still here.
Well,
So
depends,
it
but
is in our
yeah,
best interest to take it down.
Let's do it.
Yes, I think Brandon does not care. He will crush it as many times as he has to.
Fair enough.
All right, Mr.
That's why I'm
Ragnar,
asking you,
what
just
are you
saying.
up to?
Yeah, well, Sorcerer's Blast again, I guess.
Okay, go for it.
Come on. 20?
20 hits.
1.
Okay.
Yeah. It's bipolar, I guess.
This psychic blast is not as amazing
Yeah.
as the last one, but it does make contact for
Boink.
sure.
I boinked.
All right.
That's it.
Eden,
I will move
you're up
a little
next.
bit back to the trees. You'll say.
You're on Cream Puff's back.
Eden will tell Cream Puff to get up onto like actual flat land.
Oh, okay, I see. Are you gonna kind of
And then-
loop around?
No, and then she'll actually go past and see if she can find any tracks of this boy that she's looking for.
Okay. I'll give you a free action for that. I will say, you know what? I'll say this is your bonus action.
Yeah.
I would either investigation or perception.
Okay. Perception it is. 13.
13. You look around and it's like the only tracks you see are that of the moose. And it's like you're looking for like maybe a little boy, a little girl's tracks anywhere, and it's like you can't find it. Like, but you also think like, is this boy real? Is it just, does it exist only in the mind of this creature? You don't know. Is it a memory? It could be many things. But you do not see any physical tracks around you.
Okay. Um, I think I'll just try to keep looking for any traces of like a little boy. Doesn't necessarily have to be tracks. Could be like
Okay.
something. I don't know.
All right. Is that you're just going to be your turn?
Yeah, that's my entire turn. I'll just do that.
I'll say you can effectively get on to the top if you want to.
Yes, I'd love to. Do
Okay.
that.
All right. So you do finish your turn. The creature, what is it gonna do? Yeah, I think it's gonna do that. You see its form begin to flicker, and this horrifying visage begins to take form. And I will need everybody within. Let's see. It's gonna be the axe. That's yep.
I ducked behind. I said I ducked behind the tree, so.
That is
I don't know.
true.
Yeah, I did said that. So.
I would say this. You know what I'm gonna do?
Mhm.
I'm gonna say. Actually, I'm gonna read the wording of this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very interesting. So here's the good news. I'm gonna give you advantage, Ragnar,
Oh, okay.
because you're hiding behind the tree. Everyone who's out in the open and has clear line of sight on this is gonna have disadvantage.
Oh no.
So I
Advantage
need
to its saving throw.
wisdom save.
Oh,
Okay.
Will it make
Uh,
me frightened? Question mark.
come on.
Oh, it is a frightening effect. So are you
immune.
resistant to that with protection?
Immune, right?
Yes. So you are completely immune to this. Okay.
Too bad it's
Alright.
disadvantage. Brandon would have just shrugged this off like it's nothing.
Yeah. I think
Well-
also it's the fact that you're so close to this thing, Brandon. You're getting like the full display of this.
Okay, I don't know.
oh no, I failed.
I don't know if
Oh,
the
boy.
12 works. So like, I just want to be safe. I will read.
And okay, before we continue,
Yeah.
technically Peanut and Cream Puff also need to make a save.
Oh.
Oh,
I
okay.
did. Peanut got a 13.
Oh, Peanut got a 30. Weirdly, Peanut is okay.
Good boy.
Do you want to roll
What
for?
a guy.
Yeah, I will
you want to
roll.
roll for Cream Puff, Eden?
Oh,
boy.
it's
Yeah,
17. I rolled
17.
twice accidentally.
Oh, it's 17. Cream Puff and Eden stand strong against this horrifying visage. However, Brandon, Bree, and Ragnar
I said out
are.
using luck.
Fucking disadvantage.
I know. Sorry, man. It's that's what it says. You are under the frightened condition. However, you can repeat the.
Well, hello.
You know what?
Actually, wait. Hold
Can you
on.
hear me? Oops.
I apologize. I read this wrong.
Okay.
I read this wrong.
Yeah.
So it wasn't with disadvantage. It's disadvantage on the save if afterwards if you are frightened. So I apologize.
Okay, I am not
Oh,
scared.
you are not scared. You are fine.
Scared. I'm scared.
Bree is scared. Ragnar is scared.
Ragnar's
okay.
gonna
Like I
wait.
mentioned-
Ragnar's
Ragnar
gonna
wants
disadvantage.
to inspiration
Yeah.
to
Oh.
I
Everyone
want
wants
to
to lock
Yeah.
reroll, so
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can use your human inspiration for a reroll. Absolutely.
come on, do it. 17.
Okay, so
Oh, nice.
I used
there we
my
go.
luck.
Okay. You so currently the only one who's scared about this is Bree, and I think it's actually kind of fitting because you are two mothers. So, but that's its turn. Speaking of which, Bree, you're up. You are under the frightened condition. You can still inspect it, and if you want to try and save on this, you either have to get out of line in sight and roll a regular roll, or you could just do it right there and you'd be rolling disadvantage.
Gotcha. So I know the reason why Bree is affected by this is because like this thing is just horrifying, right?
It's a combination, yeah. It could be
Yeah.
horrifying. It could be the fact that you know this thing is a mother who's lost a child. It could be a lot of different things.
Yeah, you know what? I think Bree is just kind of. I don't know how deep I want to go into this sort of like. I guess I like to imagine like she's going through like a flickering mental, like hellscape in a way in her own head with like the visions, the horrifying uh banshee, and then the fires of when her family was attacked and her son went missing. So I'm just gonna run away, and like
Yeah.
also like just run around looking for something. Just like a combination of like
I like
the
that.
banshee and the memory. So I'll just run away.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
You can make a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn with disadvantage because you're still in line of sight.
Yeah, 100%. You know what?
15.
Can I fail that too? I'll
You-
take
you
a page
want
out of
that?
Cherry. I want to fail it too.
Okay.
I think it just fits Bree. I'm done. That's it.
I will say this: as you are running away from this, your calm composure is completely melted. As you're running, it's as you're hitting this memory recall. It's almost as if the woods itself, from your perspective, is on fire. Very similar to when your home was.
Yep, that's my core memory
Core
unlocked.
memory unlocked, yep.
100%. That's my turn.
And as you run, at the top of the round, the being just says, "Please, please come home. Your sister's wondering where you are. Don't keep Tally waiting."
Hello?
What? It's your turn.
Brandon. Now, here's the thing about Brandon. I've told Boss Man about this. I sent him the story. You guys don't know this, but Brandon is a very hard man who has done a lot of things he's not proud of in life, but he's the kind of guy like, I'm not proud that I did it, but I will do it again. And this is a case of, you know what,
This needs to be put down.
I need to do this again. So he is going to activate the thing of what was it called? Zephyr Strike.
Ooh, okay.
And that gives him the extra D8 damage, which he is going to try to use as he just plows his axe into this thing. And Peanut is going to do Peanut things as well.
Okay.
Let's see if I hit. That's an 11. That's a miss.
Just barely misses.
Actually, yes, it is. However, I use inspiration.
Oh, human inspiration. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's try it again. Let's try oh, that's even worse.
And as you,
Peanut is.
I think I would like to say this: you are a hardened man, but that certain shock of like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Remember when Tally said that her mom walked into the woods and it was never seen again? It does hit you for a moment, and that causes you to just miss. Peanut does hit.
Peanut, good boy, Peanut, coming in clutch. 8 plus 3, 11.
All right. It is half, but still, this thing is taking damage. You guys are successfully hitting it. That is the end of your turn, Brandon. Ragnar, you're up. I will say this: you all heard that, by the way.
Yes. All right, Ragnar, what do you do?
Ragnar's behind the tree. Or is Ragnar here? I don't know. I can't hear Ragnar.
Okay, shit.
Is it just?
Okay.
There he is.
It's,
There he is. Sorry.
that's terrible. Okay, my mic was like kind of. I think the internet something. Anyway, I was yelling. That's why you guys can't hear me. Anyway, I will. Okay, this doesn't look great. What will I do? Yeah, I guess again with the sorcerer's blast because. Well, it doesn't deal that much damage to anyone, so... And I have a soft spot for what I just heard. So yeah, natural 20.
Ooh,
of course it is.
okay.
I have a soft spot
for what
and
I
I
just
dealt with
heard.
Yay. That is really soft. Yeah, that's really soft.
All right.
There's a
I'm,
soft spot.
So 8.
I'm assuming psychic damage, correct?
Yep. Again with the psychic.
It is. It is getting hurt. You think it is bloodied at this moment.
Oh, okay. I
Nice.
will duck behind the tree again, I guess. A little bit further.
All right. That is your turn.
Yep, that's it. Pretty much.
Sorry, just 1 second. Okay, that is your turn. Next up is Eden. What would you like to do after hearing this information?
I'm gonna just. I think Eden's like too in shock. I don't think she can bring herself to hurt this woman. Not after knowing that it's Tally's mother.
Got it.
Okay.
She will say, "Your son's dead. He's not coming back."
Okay.
Oh,
God
Okay.
damn.
you can't
God
hurt
damn,
her,
that's
but you
crazy.
can emotional damage her.
All
That
right.
is-
That's your
pretty
turn.
Cool.
And then afterwards, I will also say, "But you do have one living child. You should go back to her."
Okay.
Okay. I would say I'm gonna give you a persuasion check.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Did you roll prime?
8!
Oh,
Oh wait, fuck, that's Cream Puff. Wait, no, that's me. That's
Okay.
me with my stats, but Cream Puff.
No,
was-
no, no.
Okay.
I'll let you roll again.
Okay.
Your Scream Puff rolled. I'll put
Okay. 10.
10. You try and shout out to give this being the harsh reality of what has happened. And it immediately clocks your direction and is going to go straight for you. However, you do get an
Fuck.
opportunity to attack.
No.
I already said that she can't bring herself to hurt this
No, no,
woman.
no. I mean, Brandon gets an opportunity.
Ah, right.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's see what I got.
Do it.
Oh, that's another miss. Oh, come on.
Boy.
I used all good rolls.
And as you swing, it's try and hit it, it just barely. It also is moving incredibly fast. It almost like it got a surge of adrenaline after Eden said that, and the banshee like creature just says, "You're wrong. You're wrong," and screams and is gonna try and attack Eden. However, I believe it has disadvantage. It's gonna go with a Yeah, it was just an attack. Disadvantage, it misses. Okay.
Wonderful.
It is just in trying to get you, and it just fails. Bree, you are currently still frightened. You were running away as the forest is on fire. From your perspective, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I think just running to like this huge tree stump. I just think it's a building, and I want to run towards it, like trying to look for my family.
Okay.
Then that's it. I think. Yeah, I'll now make the save as well.
Yep. Okay. You do get you just regular save, no disadvantage, because you are behind the tree.
Nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm still creeped
You're
out.
still, yeah, you're really freaked out, and you're grabbing at the tree trunk, like looking for the handle to the front door, essentially.
Yep, that's my turn.
Brandon, you're in
Alright.
you're in hunter mode. What would you like to do?
And this thing is over here, right?
Yep.
Cool. All right, Peanut, let's sick him.
Okay. And
Peanut's
technically, you are flanking, so you will get advantage on
Peanut
this.
charges. That's 23.
23 does hit.
That's 14 damage.
Nice.
All right.
And that's
Oh,
crit.
that's a natural 20. Okay, shit.
That's an 8.
Okay. All right.
That's an 8. Unfortunately, I already used up my thing.
Okay,
So
that's 8. Okay,
8.
good.
It's good. Good.
It's getting hurt. It is looking quite rough at this point, and it's almost like even as you're slashing into it with this moon-touched like axe, it's almost like its cloth, it's getting ripped. You see like almost like black blood, even though it's not real. It's almost like it is physically taking damage, at least visually. I'm assuming that's the end of your turn.
yeah, I have nothing else I can do.
Ragnar, you're up.
Moving to the side and deals damage, I guess, because that's the only thing I can do. Sorcerer's Blast.
That
24.
hits.
Oh, 8. Yes. Again.
8. Okay.
Again.
8 psychic damage. Okay.
Again.
8. Wow.
Oh my god.
damn.
Oh my
Holy
God,
shit.
Nigel.
Good work.
again,
And
again.
and again.
It is on
Dangerous.
Dev's door as you are just blasting it with psychic bursts of energy.
Good work, Brandon.
Pure
Good work,
chaos.
Ragnar. Good work. Good work, Brandon.
All right. Eden, you're up.
Move back.
I'll tell her. I don't know what happened to your son, but it's been too long. You've abandoned Tally in the process.
Okay. I would like you to make another persuasion check.
Nice.
Oh my God.
9. It is just.
It's not taking
It is just like inconsolable. You do think like it is hearing you, but it's just the words aren't cutting through its grief. And on its final turn, it is going to wail out in agony. Well, we'll see. And most likely, you're gonna one of you. Well, we'll see. I would say everybody within 30 feet, which I believe, Ragnar, you're far enough away that you're not going to be hit by this. Yeah, you're fine. So, Brandon, Peanut, Cream Puff, Eden. I would say, Eden, because of your protection, you do have advantage on this save.
Okay.
So I need you to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh
Okay.
no.
And then we'll need some con saves from Peanut and Cream Puff as well. Wow, okay.
That's really good.
Everybody rolled really, really well.
Except you. Where's Cream Puff? Cream Puff's not rolling.
That's
Eden-
actually...
Sorry,
Eden has
it's the GM,
advantage.
sorry.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as I can see it,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
A-okay. Yeah, that's actually really good. So you all stand your ground, your protection giving you the resolve you need, Eden. Nothing happens, basically. Oh, wait, no, actually you do. Everybody does take psychic damage. Never mind. No, it's actually, if you had failed, it would have been much worse.
Oh.
I know what the banshee does.
Yeah, I need to. The whale
So
is
everybody
incredible.
is going to take 11 points of damage.
Oh boy. On a failure, creature drops to 0 hit point. Ooh wee.
Oh. Oh.
Just saying.
Okay.
Bree, from your perspective, you're trying to get into your house again, and you can't help but look into the left, and you see that same window with the crack in it.
I jumped through it.
Oh.
You smash through it from your perspective. Can you make a wisdom saving throw at this point? I'll say...
Free.
Okay, as you kind of smash through the window, it's actually crazy. You smash through it with all your might, and it's almost like reality cracks, like glass is just shattering all over the place, and then your vision comes back to you, and you remember you're in this fight. You are no longer frightened.
Okay. Is that my turn though?
I'll say you still have the rest of your turn.
All right. I loop around the tree and I only do I actually have enough? Wait, let me double check if this is close enough for me to do. Nope, I don't think I have any spell that's like 85 feet. I don't think. Yeah, the vicious mockery is not that long. I'm gonna go dash, and Bree's probably sweating from like all like the anxiety she just felt, and then looks towards
Right.
Ragnar and just like, sorry, I'm back.
Took you
Okay.
long enough, but I get it. Yep.
I can move on more. Yep, that's my turn.
Yep.
Brandon, you're up.
Right. Let's put this thing in the ground. Peanuts. Does a 13 hit? 18
does
am I?
hit.
I'm still
18,
flanking.
18 does hit.
Cool beans. Okay, Peanut. Good boy. That's a 10.
And as
No,
you
7.
bring,
That's a 7.
Yeah,
Because
because no charge.
bring down,
Ooh, okay.
I will say specifically you, Brandon. How do you and Peanut want to take
this.
care of this?
Yep.
All right, so Peanut will gore this thing with its horns and toss it in the air, and then I will stand up in my stirrups and just swing my axe and hack it down and sit down. As I sit down, I'm forcing my axe down and smashing this thing into the ground, which is probably just going to dissipate into smoke or whatever.
It does dissipate into it like shimmers, and its form kind of dissipates into almost like a smoky like substance, and it kind of like
Okay.
seems like it's going deeper into the woods. But at this particular moment, the fight is over.
All right.
Okay.
Bree, are you okay?
You stand. Like you can you stand? Like need a hand or something?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
We can take a short rest if you need it. I mean,
Let's just find this elk and be done with it.
But on a side note, didn't you say they are bounded to this place? Does that mean we have to find her remains or something in order to, you know?
It may come back. The solution for these things are, well, it varies.
Bree, I'm gonna give you a thought. I'm gonna say some thought
Yes.
crosses your mind, and it also tied with like Eden also comes to this conclusion as well. Eden kind of had the right idea. Like if this being is able to come to terms with reality, it might be able to find peace. You do
move
get the
on.
sense that that means you may have to actually go and bring Tally to her.
I see. Well, the thing is, in all my fear, I actually don't know this is Tally's mother. So.
Oh yeah.
I will say,
yeah.
I will say
true.
Eden. Then I'll say Eden. You come to that conclusion. I'll say Eden is the one that comes to that, which actually makes sense because that's what you were trying to do anyway.
Yep.
I continue by saying like, maybe it's physical remains or something much more deeper. To let spirits be free, their ghosts to be free. It's a whole process that I'm not sure if we are able to do.
So it is up to you what you guys would like to do.
I would like to hunt down that elk.
Yeah, we
The
have a
moose.
job.
The moose, okay. And as you continue following the tracks, just this solemn atmosphere, this change has definitely hits the thought of like what you're gonna say to Tally when you come back from your quest. Something to consider. But you do march forward. Brandon, you were able to follow the tracks, and you do end up what appears to see what looks like almost like a tomb ahead, like some sort of place of that stands out in the middle of this woods. And I will bring you to the page, and we will see if this doesn't break or not. Because I did set up lighting, and if it does cause problems, I will turn it off, and we'll figure it out. So here we go.
Rage. Oh!
Oh,
Oh
wow.
boy. Oh my god.
So-
what
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
Luigi. Oh boy.
I'm starting to understand why this would cause problems.
Holy shit.
Is it lagging to shit, or should that's
No.
my
Now
perspective.
we're good!
No,
We're
we're
good?
we're so good. Like if you can see me, this is amazing.
No,
Like
I can do that, yeah.
hold on. Yeah, this is so
Oh, I
cool.
love Fog of War. It's
Yeah.
Well,
this guy's
also-
gonna jump scare individual members.
Well, I've set it up because Ragnar and Bree have 60 foot of dark vision.
Yes.
Brandon, on the other hand, where is Brandon?
Can't see
Oh, there
shit.
he is.
Brandon has a axe.
That's giving him a 15 feet of light.
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, I really do not even want to bust out my lantern right now. I don't want it.
You're like, I don't want this. I don't want none of this. One of the first things you do see as you enter this area is you see 6 elevated white marble statues arranged in a line depict slender, robed figures facing northward. The engraving on their faces has been worn away by the wind, but you do see pointed ears that make the statues identifiable as elves. You see, each of these elf statues has a different kind of marker to them. One of that seems to be that of an elk, a bear, a wolf, a tiger, an eagle, and a walrus.
Which one of you guys was part of the funny
Is
tribes
this
up north?
me? Is this Ragged Tribes stuff?
You look at this, Bree, and you look at specifically the one that has like wolf, like kind of like signets on it, and you think for a moment, it looks like something that would have been from your tribe, but from the stories that you've been told, the Ragged Tribe started out in the east. Why is that stuff here? You don't
It's
know.
also weird that it's all 4, right? Because we're not necessarily united as tribes, aren't we? We're kind of like some allies to some and others enemies to others, right? So
I want you to make a history check in this
Ooh.
particular. I will actually give you advantage as this thought crosses your mind.
yeah.
Can I also make a history check?
I
don't get advantage, obviously.
will say
14.
you can make a history check, but the DC is a lot higher for you, Brandon,
And no
specifically.
advantage probably.
That is fine. Let's
Well,
try it.
Brandon is a man of experience, so it would be that help would be great.
Maybe I just don't want to think about it right now. Let's find out. 19!
There you go. That's
Okay,
good.
honestly, you both, this thought comes to your mind. You think for a moment that, I mean, the origin of the Ragged Tribe, if it is much more ancient than either of you have considered, this could be where the Ragged Tribes
started.
where it started.
Oh.
This could be history lost to even
Did
your
you-
tribe, Bree.
Did you say all of them are elves? Like all
Yes. Yes.
But okay, this is just a question, right?
Mhm.
Like, is elf the common like demographic for the tribes, or
When
is
you
it
were
a
born-
mixed race?
When you were born, it's mixed.
So
but
our
all of the-
ancestors were elves. Wait, the fuck?
That thought crosses your mind.
Okay. I think Bree, like, I don't know what Bree's like faces right now, considering the fact that she kind of just had the core memory unlock, and now we're going back to back on this one. So
There's a lot happening to Bree right now.
I think Bree is just excited but also wary, right? Like very wary. Is there any language, any markings, any sayings on embedded or carved into these statues or on the walls?
You look at the statues. Each statue is life-size, depicting an elf standing rigidly atop a 7-foot-high cylindrical base of wind-worn granite. One of the things I will say, you know what? I'll say just make a perception or investigation check, just in general.
Investigation? Okay.
Yeah, perception or investigation, whatever you prefer.
14.
14? That's enough. I would say you're able to suspect. You don't find any inscriptions of Elvish, but they do all look very Elvish. The thing that you pick up is that there's just this very faint aura of abjuration magic around each statue. And you think for a moment that maybe these statues were part of the reason why Brandon was having such a hard time tracking this beast.
Oh.
Hmm.
Wait, does that mean it's magical or
Okay.
something?
You do think it's magical. It's abjuration specifically.
All right. Cool.
But
So these it's some sort of like masking, some sort of like just throwing things off. Okay.
Yep.
Can I identify what this magic is?
You don't have detect magic. So other than like just the basic, you
I
know
do.
that this is
Been like school.
I do.
oh, abjuration.
Yeah. I can use detect magic if I know that there is magic.
Yeah, you want to use detect magic?
I'll let you know. There is indeed magic in
I'll use
these.
ritual.
I'm assuming you're in a
These
ritual
rites.
cast this.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You spend the next 10 minutes kind of ritual casting, and as you kind of like concentrate, yeah, there's definitely a mixture of abjuration, maybe a little bit of illusionary magic, that is causing this place to be very hard to find. And you also, it's kind of a miracle that Brandon was able to find this place in particular. But this is due to the fact that Brandon is a really well trained ranger, right? And he's been around for a while. He's tracked many different things. You think that if you had just come here, like if you three had just come by yourselves to track this place, it would have taken far longer to get here.
All right, I have a question. What do what are the totem animals for them again?
Tiger.
For each tribe.
Bear.
So
Elk,
tiger,
bear,
elk,
wolf,
bear.
tiger, eagle, and walrus.
Oh, 6.
I'm going to go up to the
And-
elk
Holy shit.
statue.
Okay.
Just very quickly, just take a look around at.
Yeah.
It's actually not the it's not the elk statue that catches your attention.
Ooh.
Oh,
It's the walrus.
Wow.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Brandon.
For a very particular reason.
it's for the. Is it for the reason I sent you in Discord or?
Oh no. Ooh. So good.
Yes.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so okay, then I'll go up to the walrus statue. And I'll take
You
a
would
look.
also you know this, Brandon, but I guess Bree is also curious about this. As far as the ragged tribes that are known in Icewind Dale, the elk, the bear, the tiger, and the wolf are all known.
Yeah, but walrus. I
The
was like,
the
what?
walrus and the eagle are not known or have
Yeah.
never been discussed, at least in your lifetime.
Yep.
Well, not your lifetime.
Well, not your
So-
lifetime because Bree lives longer
But-
than all of us. I'm saying. Yeah.
At least as far as like Bree, you are not aware of those two tribes. That's why this place is like
Yeah.
really weird to you.
Which tribe did you
general.
say you are from again, Bree?
Wolf. I'm from Wolf.
Wolf. Okay.
Yeah, meanwhile, Brandon, like I said, is gonna just examine the walrus tribe. Also, I'll be back in 2 minutes here.
Okay, no
Take
problem.
your time. I will take a look
Um,
at the eagle, I guess. Where is it?
I'll look at the wolf.
Wolf is here.
This one? This one is
Um,
wolf, right?
That's the wolf, and the eagle is over here.
Okay, I'll take a look at this one then.
And as they're kind of inspecting the statues, Eden, are you doing anything right now, or are you just kind of keeping your eyes out for movement?
Sorry, what have you guys found out so far?
This
yeah,
is a
because she just came
tomb,
back.
and there's statues outside that come
Yeah.
from the ragged tribe. So that's my tribe. But it's not just my tribe, it's all the collective tribes that are considered ragged tribe.
And there's hidden
Yeah.
And there are two tribes I've never heard of, and they're all here. And the thing is, they're not supposed to be united. So this is the current theory is that this place seems to be some sort of origin of all the ragged tribes
Yeah.
when they were all maybe united to a
Okay.
degree. Yeah.
Is the door locked?
We're just looking at the statues.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could go check this door if you want.
I'm just gonna check it out. I'm just gonna see if it's
Yeah.
locked or not.
That's a
Yeah,
good
go
idea.
for it.
Brandon will, you know what? Brandon and Peanut will back you up.
You also
Yeah.
see the door. You
There's
see
an opening, right?
you see what appears to be you see what appears to be rising from the center of a circular depression is a tall triangular crystal gonum, a device one typically finds in the middle of a sundial. It is thick near the base and narrows to a sharp point at the top. The snow around it has melted away, revealing a circle of symbols carved into the stone around it. The symbols depict the phases of the moon, suggesting that a circular depression is not a sundial, but a moon dial. Something
Interesting.
as you also see something has punched a rough hole in the northwest edge of this area, creating a dark opening that leads under the hill. And you can even just feel the presence of magic around this moon dial, whatever it may be. The door specifically that you're inspecting, Bree, it's embedded in the hillside of the circular indentation of this area is a stone door with no visible handles or hinges. The door is snug and airtight.
Okay. Um, is it possible that a push may open it?
You could try.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to gently push it. If that doesn't work, push it a little harder. If that doesn't work, I'll leave it alone.
You start using your strength, get into position, and start pushing as hard as you can to no avail. This thing is not budging at all.
Can I
All right.
help her?
Well, Brandon.
You absolutely can.
Brandon,
Go
just
for it.
remind you
Teamwork.
that you have something of a boot.
That, you know what? That is true. Step aside. I'm gonna
Just
give this thing a good
remind
kick.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's go.
No,
Thank you for reminding
it.
me. Step
Yep.
aside. I am gonna kick this door open. I walk up and I give it a good whack
Spinning
with my
around
boot
kick.
of opening.
Spinning around kick.
No.
Yes.
I'm too old for that kind of fun. I'm afraid, but my boots of knocking. I'm going to give it a good knock with my boots and
Nice.
see what happens.
Okay. As you cast the knock spell, the door is unlocked.
It opens with a loud click, and then I will peek in. Is there anything in here aside from just this hall?
We'll get to that in a second. Ragnar, you're just inspecting the statue, and Bree's also inspecting
I'm
the statue.
basically trying to feel the thing because I know it's abjuration and illusion, so it wouldn't do damage directly. So I want to know what exactly was cast on it. So yeah.
I would say I will allow you to make an Arcana check.
With advantage? Yes. No. Maybe so.
Not with advantage. This is old.
Old magic. All right. Arcana. Please be good. 18. I don't need
18.
no stinking advantage.
It definitely seems like it was enchanted with a combination of abjuration and divination magic, illusionary magic.
Yeah.
The thing that you get from this is that you get more the age. Like looking at these statues could be like thousands of years old. Like this is ancient territory that you are in. Bree, as you're kind of inspecting the wolf statue in particular, you are reminded of sort of one of the tribal necklaces your father used to wear.
Oh.
And that it was something that was passed down from member to member. And clear as day is a very similar design etched onto the statue.
What design? Like the necklace?
Like the type of tribal necklace that I'm also giving you freeway. If you want to describe what kind of necklace your father would have worn, that is something that you see adorned.
Yeah, I guess for my clan specifically, it would be a sort of upright wolf. You know how like in shields you have like the lion, right? With like two legs on the ground, two
Yeah.
in the air. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
so it's an upright wolf,
Okay.
and it's like looking to its other side, right? It's very
Yes.
simple. It's just a wolf, right?
I know what
it's
you're
supposed
talking
to
about.
Yeah, it's like a
please.
dancing wolf. That's what it's supposed to be.
Right.
I
but,
think it's
like,
similar
yeah,
to
so-
this. I posted in the.
Yeah, it's like a
I posted in Discord, so it's probably similar to The Witcher.
let
So-
me look for the thing what I mean is like something like this, where it's the necklace is like this, but instead of like a lion, it's a wolf.
Oh, I see. Okay. More like
It's like
insignia type of.
Okay, yeah, I can see
yeah.
it's almost like it's because it's
like dancing, yeah.
of the dancing nature
Of our clan. So yeah, I look at it and Bree is just sort of half in shock, half relieved, and half well, just everything, just a mix of emotions. And the door gets kicked down, and like Bree is just like just rushing over. She's like, wait, what's going on? And then just like she just wants to make sure that this place doesn't get destroyed.
Yeah, Brandon.
It's her ancestors.
Yeah, you see the doors open, and Brandon's got his axe out. And he's using it like a torch. And he's got his buffalo shield in front of him. And
Don't worry,
as you
Brandon's
walk-
just exploring a little bit.
Okay.
All right. So as you go down, Brandon, you see what is a spacious chamber tucked under the hill, is strewn with bones and holds the sleeping forms of several animals, harmless foxes, hares.
What are these statues here?
Oink.
Wait.
There's
No, you didn't see that.
Yeah,
I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Okay.
You didn't see
I didn't
that.
see it. I didn't see it.
Because it's
I didn't see it.
You're gonna stop moving, Brandon, for 2 seconds as I describe more of this scene, because this is exactly what happens.
I didn't see shit. I didn't see shit.
So as you're looking around the area, you see what appears to be, you see strewn with the chamber tucked on, strewn with bones and holds the sleeping forms. You see several different small animals. You see, as you look down, marks of tracks, almost as if they're very similar to that of a moose. And as you look up, you just see a pale-faced druid stare at you,
Oh man.
along with a massively sized moose. And you also see what's interesting, because you specifically are the one in front of them, so I'll just put them here.
Okay. Cool.
Um,
Awesome.
Holy!
Shit! Wait, is that moves? Holy shit!
just give me
That is
1
huge.
second.
Peanut can take him.
Yeah,
Peanut is not-
Peanut will be fine.
Peanut can't get in the tunnel, the
He
doorway.
can't get
No, but you know what? I still have a couple spells left. I can get out.
Yeah, true.
And as you approach, you see, like, it seems like this pale-faced druid was about to say something, and immediately her face turns like with pure anger and hatred. And she is gonna get 1 free action. She's gonna get like basically a surprise round on you.
Good.
And you are.
Was she
then we're gonna roll
enraged
initiative.
at us or just at someone?
Why? Is she mad at
In
us?
this moment, she is incredibly angry at Brandon.
Oh. Greg.
Now,
Oh,
if you
she's
don't,
basically kicked in our front door and walked in our house. That's understandable.
yeah. I've got
Is Eden actually that far? Because Eden, you're right beside Brandon at the time. Were you?
she-
I am
she didn't
at
say
the.
what.
I am beside you, bro. I
would
didn't go
say-
in.
You should. Be
I would say,
here.
yeah, you're at the front door. We'll say that you're at the front door, Eden.
Okay.
And everybody where you are is where you're gonna be when this whole thing happens.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
We you kicking down that particular door right away may have drastically changed the flow of this
Oh
adventure.
no.
Good.
Hey, you gave us the boots. You gave us
Yeah,
the
you
No,
gave-
I did. I'm starting to learn that I'm making a whole lot of interesting decisions.
Hey, it's fun. It's fun. We're here to
Yeah.
have some fun, and this is one of
Yeah.
them. See, it's a special story for us.
It's a
you
special
know?
story. It's
It's a
gonna
special
be
story.
fun.
You turn a potentially neutral NPC into an enemy. That's super fun. Yay.
Yeah, that's what's about to happen.
That's what's
Totally.
I mean, was she truly neutral? She wanted all the 10 towns to like. She wanted revenge in the 10 towns. So I'm just
Wait.
like,
Did
That
she?
doesn't matter.
All right,
Yes.
just bear in mind while
Oh,
I
right,
get
yeah,
the
because
stuff ready.
she
I
told
apologize.
because she
awakened
told the
creatures.
she told the creature to blah 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 10 towns
Yeah.
blah 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 10
That is
towns blah
right,
blah blah
you're
blah blah
right.
blah blah. Yep.
You know what?
Yep, that's the gist of what happened.
The blah, blah,
to me.
blah, blah.
It occurs to me that this druid might be related to my backstory, and if it is,
Oh.
you know what?
really?
No time. It maybe, possibly. I don't know. I don't know
No
what the DM's
time
planning,
right
but
now.
if
Yeah.
if she is, no time like the present to finish the job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, the first thing she's gonna do with oh, she has a lot of spell slots. This is
Oh
nice.
no.
Oh shit! Oh no! We walked into a... Hey, wait! No, wait! We level up from this.
surprise?
Take her down! Take her down!
Oh, did you guys even heal after the? Oh, you
Not
took
really.
short. You took short. You.
Yeah,
I would.
I didn't
assume-
get damage.
I need to spend my hit dice to do my short rest. What?
I will
Keep-
say before this starts, I will be nice and say you took a short rest before.
Thank you.
Thank you,
sir.
DM.
Thank you, DM.
You're so
Shut
nice.
I'm so.
I would have
nice.
bought you Doritos if we weren't like ages away,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
distance away.
All right.
You know.
Cool.
All right.
There we go.
Here we go. Okay. First things first.
I will send you a copy of the new horse heresy thing.
No.
Well,
You can join the fun.
don't
Right,
send me
right.
that yet because you
Right,
have a 40-foot. What you didn't notice is that there are little holes on the ceiling of this place. That's what you see is light can come in, and you think that it calls upon moonlight as you are going to be hit with a 40-foot high cylinder centered.
Okay.
Silvery
Okay,
beam of
man.
pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius immediately on you.
Okay, buddy.
Friggin' A, got it. How much damage do I take?
We're gonna get to that. Just bear with me for a second, all right? I'm calculating stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna move this onto the because I have a special layer. It's called the foreground layer. Ooh. First things first. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, great. 14.
14. That is enough. So you are only going to take 7 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
All right,
Brandon
and
tanks that like an absolute boss.
Like a champ.
now I need everybody to roll initiative.
Well, we already did, so
I
Oh, you
rolled
did?
it-
Okay.
I rolled it was a 18.
yeah. I rolled a 13, and Bree rolled a 20. Eden should roll. Yeah.
Got it.
Make it public. We'll see.
Okay.
Ten.
Oh, I have a sort button.
Brandon, I think you need your initiative.
All right, just
Yeah,
to
I
confirm,
think so,
Bree, what is your initiative?
It's 20. Yeah.
It's
Okay,
already
Brandon's
turned on,
18.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yep.
Brandon is 18. Yes, that is correct.
Ragnar is 13.
Yes. It's already on
And
the turn
Eden
order,
is 10.
so it's
Okay, I'm just double checking.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
wanted to
yeah.
make sure it's
Cool,
correct.
cool,
All right,
cool.
so
Please tell me the
initiative.
druid rolled terribly. Yes. Yes.
All right, well, good news. The druid rolled pretty bad.
Yes.
Does the elk act on the same initiative?
Oh no.
The elk
No.
is gonna. The elk is on before Bree. So it's gonna be Bree, Brandon, Ragnar, Moose, Eden, and then the druid. All right.
about
Okay.
Cream
Now the
Puff?
fight starts.
What about
Like,
Cream Puff is gonna act on Eden's turn. Cream Puff is so far away from this right now.
right.
Okay,
God.
it's my turn, right?
Yes.
Yes, you are up first.
I'll dart forward. I get a look at this druid. Okay, on first appearance, does she look like a ragged tribe member?
Oh.
there is some similarities to her appearance. It's not your tribe, but you do in the blinding moonlight, you do sense that she has a fury and rage towards Brandon specifically. And that I will say that is all you're able to glean at this particular moment. Because there's a lot going on.
Is she an elf? Ears. I look at the ears.
She is not an elf.
Okay, so I don't have to worry about accidentally killing my ancestor. Okay, great.
No, you don't think that she is part of your tribe.
Yeah.
She doesn't have anything to.
Okay,
I
know
still
what
feel a
it
bit.
is.
I still feel a bit sympathetic because she is from Reged.
Reged
but
tribe.
you're attacking my friend, so it's their fault. So plus they're really enraged. So what I'm going to do is this is really interesting. I'm not sure how you'll rule this with me, boss man. It'll depend if this works.
Okay.
It's another phantasmal force shenanigan here.
Okay. All right.
So I slide on the ice, and like a snake, I will dance and like put her into a phantasmal force.
Oh,
Okay. That's an intelligence check, correct?
Yes, spell save 13. Does the saver suck?
Let's see. Intelligence is not one of her strong suits.
clearly. she
Ooh,
can play with
okay.
me.
She rolls a 15,
Oh,
and you
no.
don't know if her blinding rage towards Brandon is helping her resist your beguiling dance.
Okay. There's a moonlight, right? And if I enter, I also get damaged, right?
You are going to take damage. She is concentrating on that spell, so if she does like break concentration, it's going to go away.
Okay, wait. So it's gonna affect these squares, right? Like this corner.
You see the
square
blue
here.
You see the blue?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So any tile that's in that's,
anything that's in that tile is going to get hit by moonbeam
okay. So
magic.
wait, I did 15. So I have 20 feet of 20,
This is interesting.
25, 30. I could just walk into the moonbeam, but that's very psychotic. Oh.
Why?
I assume I can't squeeze like this, right? Because that's just up against the wall.
I'll let you squeeze over there if you want to. Sure.
But I want to get to the druid. But like,
You want to get
oh
close to her?
shoot.
Yes.
How much damage was Moonbeam?
I'm not telling you how much damage Moonbeam is.
How much damage did you take, Brandon? How much damage did you take?
He took 7 points of radiant damage, and that was on the success.
7 points.
Oh my god.
So it's 14. So
It should be
2d10
40
at least. 2d10.
2d8
Even more.
at least.
Yeah.
2d8, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. This is gonna be a hard fight.
Wait, I'm so into this. Okay, you know what?
Let's
If
do
that's
it.
the case, then I'm gonna play a bit dangerous, guys. But
Okay.
I wanna give Ragnar the space he needs to do his thing. So, and I wanna help out. So I'll move into this wall,
Okay.
Okay.
and I'm gonna do a bonus action inspiration towards Brandon.
Okay.
So
Absolutely.
bardic inspiration. So the way it works, I just kind of like I think just a wolf howl. I think is very apt, and like a
Nice.
battle cry towards Brandon to give him that extra oomph. And with that, I'll be able to then do a unarmed strike with my subclass. So that's what I want to do, and I
Okay,
will strike
absolutely.
at the moose.
Bard.
Okay, go for it.
15,
15 hits.
Yeah.
7 damage. Let's just get
Nice.
started.
All right, 7 points of damage as you kick the moose. And by the way, as you see this towering, awakened white moose, you see the blood on its snout and like the viscera that's kind of like caked on its hooves as it stares towards you.
Oh dear.
All right.
Yeah. And then I just kind of get into a fighting stance and like, I'm gonna keep you right over here.
Okay.
Okay. Brandon, you are up, and I believe you were started in the moonbeam.
I did.
So I do believe you have to make a another Constitution saving throw.
Oh great.
I'm gonna read it. When the creature enters the spell's area for the first time, it is engulfed in ghostly flames, and it must take a Constitution saving on the failed save. If it fails, it is on each of the turns after you cast a spell, you can use an action to move. I don't see anything saying that you take damage at
Start.
Is it?
I
Like
think you have
what
to
is
end
it?
your turn in there.
What's
Okay, so
what's
as
it?
long as-
Moonbeam?
It's Moonbeam.
Okay.
So golf mostly plays. I think it's like you have to end your turn. So as long as you
Yeah.
get out of there,
Mhm.
I
then
will
you're
get out of
fine.
there. All right. Let me see. So, hold on here. No, it's you start your turn there.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it
I just looked up the
okay.
spell,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
you do have to start your turn.
You do have to make another con save then, technically.
I did 4. I failed.
Wait, I think that's 2014. I think that's 2014.
Hold on. Let's check. Moonbeam.
2024 when the cylinder appears and then
I'll
okay.
post it. Hold on.
Sorry,
Yeah, no,
I cast,
in
I'm sorry I cast the
2024
spell.
in
Don't worry.
2024 it's when it ends there. 2014
Okay.
2014 is the one where it starts there. 2020 they
Okay,
changed
you know
it-
what? We'll do 2024. So yes,
Yeah.
so you are able to escape its
Right.
wrath.
I
So,
will
yeah.
escape. Well, first things first, I am going to cast Zephyr Strike again.
Okay. Nice.
Because and now these things cannot opportunity attack me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go here, here, here. As I start circling this woman, can I tell how old she is?
It's hard to tell. You know that druids kind of fuck
yeah.
around with time as far as like how old they can be.
Can I
But
make
you
an
do.
insight check to try to get like just like a general idea before I attack?
I will allow you one free insight check. Yes.
Insight. Here we go. That's a 19.
I will say you are able to glean that she is possibly from the Walrus tribe. And perhaps she's a survivor.
Okay.
Perhaps she's somebody who wasn't there during certain actions of your youth.
It's time to finish
God.
the job. It's time to finish the job.
Oh.
Did you commit genocide on an entire tribe? What the hell, Brandon?
Everybody thought Ragnar was the evil one.
Evil.
That's 9 damage. and
You
she needs to
don't
make
know.
a
I will
con-
say
two
this.
cons-
I will say this, Bree. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you said. You said 9 points of
9
damage.
damage and 2 con saves. One to
Ooh.
avoid being prone, one to maintain concentration.
Okay.
We're gonna- I'm gonna
I will
finish
also
this.
say this, Bree. You also don't know the full story.
Oh yeah, no, I know. It's just like, well, to be fair, I shouldn't feel like I belong because it's not my tribe, right? And I've been
Yeah.
so disconnected anyway. So
also,
So you say
Brandon
con
didn't
save
tell
for.
you
We'll do
about
the
it.
con save for the prone first. So she is actually
Okay.
able to resist being knocked prone, but now we'll do the con save for if the moonbeam is going to stay up or not.
Alright.
Damn, she's rolling really well at 22
She
and a
is
17.
pissed.
Yeah, I think
Alright.
it's. I think her good rolls are due to your backstory.
Yeah, can I have Peanut try squeezing through to help me out?
Yes, I will allow Peanut to squeeze in. It is going to affect at least 10 feet of his movement, so think of it as like difficult
40.
terrain.
So that would be...
Pina has 50 feet,
20
right?
40
40
feet.
feet.
40. Oh, on land
Alright.
mode. Okay, so that means 20 if you.
Peanut, I think, would be about here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
right
think
here.
that's about as far as you can
Yeah.
get.
So I was like, I heard a like rumbling.
You heard all of this happen, Ragnar, and all you hear is as Peanut appears to be galloping
like-
right behind you. You're also a little
Oh.
terrified he's just gonna ram into you in a
No,
second.
I was more surprised I was more like in awe. I was like, how did you, like, the size? Damn.
Yeah.
boy.
All right. Brandon, is that your turn? Ragnar, you're up.
Yeah, Brandon is... Yeah, like I said, I hit, and then I'm going to actually step here.
Okay.
You know what? No, I'm going to keep it right there. I want to make sure that if she decides to take a step away from me, or she tries to move that moonbeam, she's going to hit something friendly.
Okay.
Okay.
that's a good move.
Yeah.
Ragnar, you're up. What would you like to do?
Let's see. Interesting. I'm checking how many meta magic I can use during, it says 1, but I'm not sure what other.
I think it's 1.
Yeah, all meta magics are very useful. The ones they, okay. Yeah, I guess it's only 1. Well, in that case, first things first. Okay, I will activate innate sorcery. So I will have advantage. Let's see. If I do that, can I do twin spells? Yes, such as charm person that can be cast. Okay. That's casting. Gets means to suffering. Change. Oh, okay. So yeah, I'll do twinned, and then the DC will be higher, and I'll have advantage on the attack roll. Okay. I'm just gonna say I do it this ones, and then I would do twin spells. So I will use one of my sorcery points and innate spell casting.
Okay.
I will, because of that, I will cast. That's interesting. How far?
Your sorcery magic begins to glow in your hands as you begin to cast a spell. The moonlight is like bellowing moonlight radiant energy into the room. It fills it up with light. Eden, you're by the door trying to get in as you see Peanut just kind of like brush right past you. And Ragnar, you're getting ready to cast your spell.
All right. Chromatic orb it is. I will toss it at the target. Just like, hold on, let me take a look. Can be cast at a higher level to additional creature. Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah. So chromatic orb. I roll the damage.
Ooh. So who are you targeting with that?
Oh shit. Okay. I'm targeting the druid. Sorry, I should specify that. I cast a chromatic orb and a ball of fire lights up on my fingertip. I didn't finger gun it. More like I gently whiff it. Just give it a blow. And the beam of orb just shoots out and hits her.
Okay, she takes 17 points of damage. A very, very hefty burn hits her.
Yeah.
She does take it.
However, I think that's a little bit wrong because it's such a charm person that can cast a higher level of spell slots to target. Yeah, you can. So let me see. Yeah, it can be high. So what I did should be a level higher. So I should roll another d8 to see if it hits. Roll 1d8.
We'll just roll. If you're casting it at a higher level.
My God.
Okay. Damn.
You know what?
Okay.
You know what? Not just that. Because I rolled the same number on 2 or more d8s, the orb leaps to different target. It leaps twice.
Okay.
Because it already deals damage to another target, so it's like doubling down. Holy shit.
All right, so it's leaping towards the moose.
Yes. Okay, and then I'll make an attack roll against the new target with a new damage roll.
Yep, go for it.
It's 14.
I'm surprised they even buff chromatic orb. I'll just be honest.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that hits.
All
Absolutely.
Right, new damage, and it will do a slash. Hold on, another d8. Just saying, because it's high. Holy shit!
Jesus.
High rolls.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. High Roller.
Good lord.
Yes. Well, it doesn't leap
alright.
again because against the target. Yeah, it doesn't leap again because I didn't.
Currently they are both bloodied.
All right.
They have taken some good amount of damage.
Oh god, they're gonna go Nova. I can feel it.
They're probably gonna.
Well, we're gonna see what happens at the end of this turn.
Yeah. Oh shit. 70,
Is that your turn, Ragnar?
Hold on. Let me see. I will. Yeah, because I use my action and my bonus
Okay.
action.
So as you cast this chromatic or this fire energy, it's almost like you feel like these sort of like scales form around your arm due to that your innate magic in its source, and you fire this blast of fiery energy. It actually goes through the moonbeam itself, and it reflects, and it creates this like mixture of radiant light and fiery arcane energy. First things first, I'm gonna make a Constitution saving throw to see if the moonbeam
druid
drops.
Yeah.
And she took a fuckload of damage. Moonbeam drops. Moonbeam drops.
Should be really high, so yeah.
Let's see here. Where's my foreground layer? All right. Okay, so Moonbeam drops. And she is immediately shooken. That is going to be the end of your turn.
Before I end my turn, I will like do a backflip onto Peanut.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
I'll use my movement to do that. So do I need to do any acrobatics?
Yeah, I'll let you do that as a free action. You could just hop on Peanut.
acrobatics, I guess. So I like I do it, but not great, but not graceful.
Yeah,
but
it's more of like a as you hop on Peanut.
Yeah. Okay,
At
that's
the end of your turn, the druid and the moose are gonna take their legendary actions.
Oh shit! They both have legendary action.
kind of nice.
The white moose is going to immediately slam its hooves into the ground, and I need you to make a strength saving throw, Brandon.
Strength say that's something I'm good with. I've got
18. You are not knocked prone with that 18 as you resist and land on the ground. Then she is going to stab her. Well, not stab it. Like place her hand into the ground, and these like thorny vines shoot out and
good.
begin to cover this area right here. Let me draw. Damn it.
Is it here?
It's
Oh.
up here.
Sorry,
I
I can't
think.
see the whole detail.
It's
Just-
over.
Oh, over here.
Over here. And as these thorns begin to shoot out of the ground, it becomes difficult terrain. And any 5 feet of movement you make in this sphere you're going to be taking 2 points of damage automatically.
Okay. Luckily,
Specifically Peanut, because
Luckily,
you are
I'm on
luckily
Peanut.
riding on Peanut. So you hopping on Peanut did help you out in this scenario.
yes.
Okay.
All right.
Is that's not a concentration spell, is it?
No, this is a legendary thing that she has.
Ah, damn it.
God damn it.
Peanuts
The moose is
cannot
going
move.
to make. Let's see. Yeah, the moose is just going to make 2 attacks on you, Brandon, because it is not happy with this situation.
Fantastic. I have an AC of 16.
It's a lot of damage.
Oh
Okay.
Do you want to hear your DM say?
Okay. So it will. It luckily it only crit you once. That was funny.
You're funny. You're funny, boss man. You're pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm a funny guy. You're gonna take 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh boy.
I'm
As
still
the
standing.
as the antler slams you into the wall nearby, stones begin to crack, and immediately the hooves come barreling down afterwards. That is going to be the end of its turn. Eden, you are up.
I like take a peek in and I see thorns and I think, I'm probably not gonna go there.
Yeah,
I
there's
only have 30
another
feet of
way.
movement, so I'll get over there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that is another way in, so you can absolutely get there.
Yeah, I can't. Only 30 feet of movement though, so only about this much I can move.
Mhm.
You see, Brandon is bleeding into his beard.
You good, old man?
Just like I've been bitter, coughs blood onto the ground.
All right.
You can
Uh,
still cast a spell if you want.
I could still cast the spell. Are all my teammates within
No.
30 feet?
Well.
Yeah, except for
me.
actually,
Oh, I
do you need line of sight for this?
No.
Then actually everybody's within 30 feet of you.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I'll cast Bless on them.
Nice.
I think bless you do need line of sight. I think.
It says,
Let's see.
just looking at it, it says 3 creatures of my choice within range.
Okay, fine. Yeah, sure. Fuck it. I'll let you bless everybody.
You know,
You know what?
their
You need it.
location.
All right. So who are you blessing specifically?
My 3 teammates, not counting me.
Okay, got it. So Brandon, you are blessed. Bree, you are blessed. Ragnar, you are blessed.
Cool beans.
All right, is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ravishing is really wants to kind of get out of there, so she's gonna get a better position. So she's gonna move over here. She will provoke an attack of opportunity from you, Brandon. So you may take
Okay,
that. If
sorry,
you so desire.
one moment, please. I just want to double check Zephyr Strike. Okay, I need to make a con save to maintain concentration on that.
Oh, because
On
On Zephyr
damage.
Strike.
Yeah.
On Zephyr Strike, yeah, because of the damage I took. So
So 24. You need to roll a con. Yeah, it's gone.
12.
never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. So it's down. I will make my. That's why I already got the damage in. I will make my attack. That's a 14. Does it hit her?
It does hit.
Nice.
That's 9, and she's got to make a con save or get knocked over.
Oh shit! That actually might
Yeah.
affect how far she can move. Okay. All right. Let's make a con save, please. Oh god, she rolled a 20.
Oh,
Good, that's fine. You know what?
She is not
Yeah,
having
she is
it.
angry.
I
Yeah,
mean, it
well.
fits the narrative. But she's going to immediately point her hand towards Peanut and Ragnar.
Kind of.
And there is this moment where Ragnar, as you see these icy crystals start to form at her palm, and she points towards you, you're reminded of a conversation you had with a certain elk about somebody having a spell that is a frosty cone.
Is it a? Hold
Hold
on. Hold on. No. Hold on.
You're
Yet,
fucked.
if it's an attack roll, is it?
It's not an attack roll.
It's not an
It's a
attack
cone.
roll. Fuck.
It's a cone of cold.
Yeah.
Oh
Yep.
shit!
So
What's the
I
minimum
will.
of cone of cold?
Oh,
You know.
Peanut!
Okay.
Peanut roll a natural 20. Yeah, this is a con save, by the way.
Oh, I will use
This is
luck.
a fifth
I'll
level
use luck.
spell.
Hold on. I'll use luck.
You're gonna use luck? Oh, I do
This is a-
luck.
Oh my
Oh, remember,
god.
bless you do get a.
You do
plus-
have
Yeah, I
Bless.
do have 1d.
Do you? Oh, are you gonna luck? Well, first off, are you gonna luck?
Yeah,
Yes or no?
like I said, so it should be 17.
No. If
Oh,
you
okay.
use luck, you're re-rolling.
Oh, reroll? Okay, sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
I thought it was an advantage. Okay, 16.
16.
I'll slash roll the.
And you also have bless.
1d4.
Okay, this
Additional
is the-
D4.
So roll a
Three.
d4.
Okay, no, wait, that has to do it though.
19.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do successfully. You are gonna take half damage from this.
Okay.
That's like saying you take half damage from Godzilla stepping on you.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't mind me as I calculate stuff.
Do your work.
Okay.
Do your
it's-
work.
God.
It's 8d6 or whatever.
Yeah,
Okay.
48. Oh dear.
it should be halved, right? So 14, I guess. Unless
No,
it
it's
was 88.
more than that.
The fuck?
I think it's.
Is that the half?
Oh boy.
I'm checking. Yes, that is half. Yeah. I rolled the other dice. I was looking for the whisper roll thing. But yes, I did roll the rest of it. So you take 28
down.
points of damage.
I'm down.
Oh my god.
Yeah, one hit.
You-
I'm down.
Did my. So do I take 14 points of damage, or does Peanut take.
Yeah. well,
28.
so Peanut takes the damage. So Peanut is gone.
Yeah, Peanut, you just.
Uh,
Okay, you're.
Ragnar is gone. Well, not dead. Ragnar is unconscious. Let me
Yeah.
get that X.
Okay, you know what? I am. This bitch needs to die.
So 28, right? So yeah.
Yeah,
I'm down.
28.
Boink.
Yep.
But she only had one of those. And I will say this, she looks pretty hurt. But that was like her. Remember how you said she's gonna go supernova? Yeah, that was her going
Yeah.
supernova.
Cool. Cool.
Speaking of which, so Bree, from your perspective, you just see that corner just fill up with just ice. It's almost like it is like completely frozen solid. And Ragnar, you are blasted by this ice that hits you immediately. And as you, and oh, sorry,
Can I
what were you gonna say,
say
Brandon?
I was like iced to the wall? Just like
Yeah, I
frozen.
was gonna say
I'll say
frozen
that.
into like a statue,
Yeah.
and then as Peanut vanishes, like you
Yeah.
just fall to the ground and that top over just frozen solid.
Yeah.
All right. Brandon. Oh, sorry,
Wait,
no, Bree.
what?
Sorry, Bree.
Yeah,
Bree.
okay.
Sorry.
That's
Sorry
all good.
about that.
Yep.
So wait. Okay, how many spells can I cast in a turn?
It's one spell and a cantrip is how it's supposed to go.
Yeah. Okay. So if I do healing word, I can't do my other spell.
Well, if it's a bonus
Um,
action cast, then no. Yeah.
No, I can. I want to
Healing
do
word is
healing
a
word and
bonus action.
phantasmal force, but I think no. But like Boss Man's right, it's like a leveled spell and a cantrip, so I can't like
Yeah.
do both.
Oh, okay.
You
So
can't do
I
both,
have to. So, of course, I'm gonna heal you. Yeah, I'm gonna. I have to do get sight in this, so I will provoke attack of opportunity from from this
moose?
moose. Yep. I'll take it.
Let me roll. What's your AC?
16.
Rolled a 15. Ooh, when you elegantly dodge out of the way as you like pirouette
Yeah.
past the moose.
Like Bree just keeps like Ragnar, and then just like he's gonna get into line of sight, and I will cast healing word.
Okay. Cool.
So it's
Okay.
2d4. 7 HP. You're back up to 7.
Nice.
all right, nice. Okay.
And I will then go towards this, and as an action, unarmed strike. So I will leap off the wall and kick her face.
Oh, sick! I love it. Just leap elegantly. Whoppa! Roll for an attack.
Yeah. Unarmed strike. 13. I don't.
13
This is
just
close.
hits.
Okay. 4 damage. Okay.
4 damage.
then.
She's getting closer. She's still got a little bit left in the tank, but you think enough. A couple more good hits, she might be toast.
By the way, I'll just say like Bree's not like looking like a rugged tribe member, but like her accessories make her one, like her dagger that she has in her
Right.
hilt, and like
I'm
maybe a
actually gonna
necklace, yeah.
say, is this the end of your turn?
I will have one last thing to do. As
Yes.
my bonus action, I will give one more bardic inspiration to Ragnar,
Okay.
and I will then use that as a chance to unarmed strike again.
Nice.
Okay, go for it.
No, that wasn't. No, it's not in the cards. Wait, 1d4 maybe mayhaps.
Mayhap.
12?
Nice. 12?
Oh. Her AC's
No.
13.
Oh, no! It's okay. That's my turn.
As you are beginning this dance with this druid, Ravasheen, she just looks at you, recognizing some of your tribal nature, and she says, "They all deserve to burn for what they did, and especially him. These damn 10-towners will take everything from the land and everything from us. They don't deserve pity, and they don't deserve mercy." And
Is that
that's
what is she? She said, "Okay, you have 100% made me hate you. You're done."
Okay, perfect. All right.
All right.
That's the end of your turn, Bree.
Yeah, and I just say like, well, unfortunate for you, I'm from the 10 towns.
Oh, and she will just yell, "Traitor!" All right, Brandon, it is your turn.
Sweet.
So I could either heal myself or I can do something funny.
Do it.
We
Always the
always
funny
like
stuff.
funny. We like
Always
funny
the
in this
funny
household, Falcon.
Okay, funny time. I will use my last spell slot and Zephyr Strike myself one more time.
Nice.
Now this, I don't provoke opportunity attack from that thing over there.
Nope.
So I will go down here.
So advantage on weapon
One
attack.
more time.
Hit it.
Yep. I just move like the wind. And then I get advantage and 1d8 one more time on this attack.
One more time.
Go for it.
As like Shay looks up, realizes I'm not there, and then I'm suddenly realizes, wait a minute, this guy is right behind me.
Oh.
That's
eh,
an 8.
21 hits.
21 hits, yes.
Yeah.
And then that's right, so with advantage, that's 6 plus 1d8.
10.
That's 10. points of
And-
damage as I just
10.
appear.
Good damage. And a con save, right?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Con save coming right up. Oh my god, she rolled a natural 20 on the con
Oh
save.
my
Holy.
fucking god.
She is just not stopping right now.
Yeah. So like
Unstoppable.
you so like she just sees like Brand doesn't realize Brandon's right behind her, and then when she looks around, she's just in time to like reach up her arm and block my
just
massive
block
axe.
it. Yeah, she's
As
got
I-
like a wooden staff that she's been using.
Yeah, as I hammer down, I hit her, and it does dig into her because I did damage. her.
Yeah, it did do it, does damage, but not enough to knock her prone for sure. But
Yeah.
yeah, you do. She is getting close for sure.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Um,
Peanut can be resurrected later, but yeah, he's gone for this
Nah,
fight.
Peanut is gone.
Yeah.
Peanut is gone. I'm going to. So I will do that as I just before I sit down. I'm just going to give her just a look, a knowing look.
Hmm.
Like she recognizes her.
Yeah.
And I said,
You recognize her heraldry, and she knows of the tales.
yes. I just say. I'm just going to say. I'm glad you remember me, because I finally remember you.
Oh boy.
And that's my turn.
All right, Ragnar, you're up.
Oh, by the way, because I start my turn in the circle, I took damage, right?
If you move, you will take damage.
Yeah.
Oh,
As long as you don't move.
I
you
don't
won't
move.
take
Real
damage.
question: the standing up count is moving.
Oh yeah, technically you're prone. I'm gonna say if you take your 50 feet, or you take your half movement to move out of prone, you will take 2 damage. I'm gonna say that makes sense to me.
Question: if I cast my spell during prone, it doesn't affect.
You can cast your spells prone. You just have to just remain
like,
prone.
And no disadvantage because.
No,
spells-
prone doesn't give
Yeah.
you disadvantage on ranged.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll be laying on the ground, looking at the ceiling, feeling pretty annoyed.
You are the coldest you have ever been.
Yeah. Oh well, actually, I'm just not giving a shit. So I was like, if I'm not giving a shit about my life, I don't give a shit about your life too. So chromatic
Okay.
orb, I will
Christ.
do it as a twinned again, and I'll cast it at 2nd level. So which means it's going up to 3rd level.
Nice.
Hold on. Okay, attack. That obviously hits because I'm prone. And why doesn't it do the leveling thing? It's kind of weird.
Just add the extra D8.
Yeah,
when
you
do
know
it.
what? I'll just add an extra D8, I guess.
Okay.
Terrible, but it does leap because I rolled 2 of the same rolls, so it does
Right.
leap. 11. Oh wait, attack roll, right? So slash roll 1d4 with a plus 15.
15 on the moose. It does hit the moose.
Yeah. Damage wise.
And you can roll the damage for the moose.
Oh my god.
Ooh, that's a chunky punch of
and,
damage.
Also,
All right.
hold on. I forgot to roll the 1d8 for each. So the first one should be for the druid. Second one will be for the moose. Slash roll 1d8. Oh my fucking god! It leaps again.
Jesus.
It fucking leaps again.
Kill that moose, please. Thank you. Please and
No,
thank you.
it leaps back to the druid. It leaps
Oh.
to other target because a new target. Oh my fucking god! This is gonna
Is that
be
how that
amazing.
works? That's actually kind of nuts.
This is gonna be amazing. Holy
Because you just have to
shit.
roll this. You just have to roll the same amount.
Yeah, just 2 like of the same d8, and he just leaps.
I'll be honest. I think like the math makes it so like this shouldn't be as common.
Yeah.
I just think he's going crazy right now.
Yeah.
I'm just being completely on. And the thing is, right, it doesn't have to be 8s. It can be any number, right? So
Yeah.
the fact that he's matching on 8s makes this crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The dice are telling me something that's about to happen. Okay. The moose is still alive. However, Ragnar.
Actually, it leaps again.
Can you look at the last paragraph actually?
Oh, hold on. Which one?
The orb can leap a maximum number of times equal to the level of the slot expended.
Yeah, I did
and
it.
only
I'm
but you did it
level
at
3.
third level, so you
Yeah.
can leap 3 times.
I can leap 3
But that's
times.
the
Crazy,
but only
wait.
okay.
Now,
That is why.
So you,
it leads
Yeah.
back to the moose. Fucking hell.
so the moose. So here's the thing. Even with that amount of damage, the moose is still alive.
Wait, I
it-
haven't
like,
done
it's
the
very-
berry yet.
wait. I want to clarify. Did the moose already get targeted this turn?
Hold on. Let me see. Yes, the new.
Jesus Christ.
I did it 3 times. So yeah. The
But
moose
who's the
get
original
second one.
target of the
Yeah,
the original target
the,
was
the
re-
23 part. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No, hold on.
Wait, who's the original target of the orb? I'm sorry. Like who is it?
The
So
druid.
it was the
Druid.
druid,
And then
and then
this is-
the moose,
this is-
and then back to druid. Yeah.
Yeah. So it ping and ping.
It ping pong. Well,
No, yeah, but it can't go. It can't
it
go
can't
back to
go
the
again
druid
because
the
I
last
haven't
part.
cast it a level higher. so
Oh,
yeah.
that's right. So it can't ping back to the druid. It has to ping to something else. Okay.
Hold on.
Because a creature can only be targeted once
Oh,
for
okay.
each
Yes.
casting of this spell.
Okay, that makes more sense
Okay.
to me.
Okay, the orb leads
Okay.
to a different target. No. Hold on. It says if you roll the same number on the, but because it's a new roll, this is a new attack.
No.
roll against a
Read
new
the end
target.
of the paragraph. Go to like the
The
end.
leap a maximum number of times. And honestly, Robin,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
rule
yeah,
it that it can't leap that many times because that's insanity.
It's gonna be insanity.
Yeah.
You know what?
Here's the good news.
Yeah.
Here's the good news, Ragnar. Here's the good news. How does this fiery display of chromatic energy destroy Ravisheen?
Oh, it will go into her forehead and just burn through a hole through her brains, like.
And as she reaches out with one final scream, she is burned a cinder. Yeah, that's insane. So as she just falls to the ground in front of you, Brandon. The moose is going to roar like it's never roared ever before. Because it is the moose turn.
Yeah, the moose took 28 though, so it's still
Yeah,
standing.
moose is still up, but it's very, very close to being done. The moose is gonna immediately actually charge on the closest target, which is going to be yeah, it's gonna be you,
Yep.
Brandon. Yeah,
Of course
sorry.
it is.
So it's gonna make one attack. Okay, does a 9 hit?
No.
Okay, does
My
a
AC
20?
is 16.
Does a 24 hit?
Of course, I said it's 16. Of course.
Oh,
it
okay.
is.
Sorry. You do
Rub it
take
in.
10. You do take 10 points of bludgeoning damage from
Well,
that.
I'm down.
Oh no.
I'm down.
Well, we'll heal you. It's fine.
Yeah, you can pull me back. It's fine.
All right.
Oh,
Eden,
sorry.
it is your
Ignore
turn.
Me. Ignore me.
Yep.
I accidentally.
Brandon
Do-do-do-do.
embraces his fate. He just looks up. He sees the moose coming as he realizes that the last little walrus is dead, and he doesn't really do anything. He just watches as it happens.
Yeah. You kind of both go down at around the same time.
Yeah.
Well, I
Like-
can't go close enough to heal Brandon this turn, unfortunately.
Okay.
Poop.
Yeah. I think I'll. Whoops. I'll go over here so that there's flanking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. Roll for an attack.
Then we'll see what happens with this Warhammer. Warhammer.
Swing.
Warhammer.
Ooh,
20.
nice.
Ooh, 22 hits. 10
There we
points of
go.
bludgeon
10.
damage. Oh, it's getting close. It's getting close. Bree, you're up. What would you like to do?
Bree?
Oh,
I'm sorry, I was talking. I'm just gonna slide under and then try to hit its like ribs.
okay, go for it.
Unarmed strike.
21 hits.
Wow, 4 bludgeoning.
4
My
points of
martial
damage.
arts doesn't work well with these guys.
Oh, it's so close. You're so close.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even use Bardic because I'm pretty sure one of the two here are gonna end it. I'll end my turn.
All right, Brandon, I need you to make a death saving throw.
Oh fuck. Oh.
Okay, you're
good.
fine. One success.
Awesome.
Reaper, no reaping.
All right, Ragnar, you're up.
Well, because I already did it, might as well. Oh wait, but the circle is gone right now, right?
Oh yeah, the circle is gone. I
Yeah, with the
apologize.
druid gone.
You're
So
correct.
yeah, I'll use half my movement to stand up, cause it's indignified. And then I'll look at the moose and I'll just like, well, you gotta go, buddy. Second level, I'll use my make it third. So fuck it. Chromatic orb, 26.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's been on a roll. Slash roll. 1d8. Hold on.
You don't need to roll anything else.
Bossman, I
How
just
would
want to
you like
plead
to
with
kill
you. This is just Robin, okay?
Yeah.
It's not the
I
spell.
know it's not the spell. I know it's a combination of things and Robin.
And
I'm
also,
just like,
so you
man,
know, it
Robin
could
does
lead to someone else.
so much damage.
And
So
just
Robin,
so
how
you know,
would you
I
like
rolled
to
so
take
many
a-
8s tonight. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's been a,
Yeah, you rolled a lot of
Wait.
eights. It's kind of bonkers. So how do you want to finish off the moose?
I'd be like, it's not your fault, buddy, but you gotta go. And I just whiff, and a hot wind just melts all of its fur, its innards, its bones, everything just into dust. That's it.
The moose.
The moose is no longer loose.
Yeah. The moose is
Falls
ash,
down
bro.
on
Ash.
both of the fried bodies of Ravasheen and the white moose. In this moment, you take a breather. I'm assuming, Eden, you immediately go to
wounds.
heal. Yeah, cure wounds. Go for it.
Yeah.
9.
9. All right, I'm at 9. I'm back up at 9. Yeah, Brandon's just gonna wake up. I'm going to sit up. I'm gonna look at the burned down moose body, and then at Ravishing, I'm just gonna nod just once, and then stand up again.
So what
Brandon.
happened?
Yeah. It seems like there was more to this than just a chance encounter, Sir Brandon.
Yeah, what did
Brandon's
you do to
say,
her? Like, she is pissed. I mean, like, going after your whole family kind of pissed.
Yeah. Brandon's gonna kneel down and he's gonna dust off Ravishing's corpse for a second and say, I'm not going to talk about it.
Yeah,
I
kind
thought I
of.
recognized her, but who knows? Maybe I was mistaken. Maybe she was just a crazy person.
Well, either way, she's gone. Let's cut the head off. I'm not saying the druid, but the moose.
The moose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can.
I'll
If that's the case, then
I will
then
actually
guess.
cut Ravishing's head off.
Oh,
With my
Whoa,
Wait,
can you not? Hold on.
I put my hand forward.
Can you not?
It's just, she is not coming back.
She isn't at all.
Well, I melt her brain. Even if she comes back as a.
I will also
dead.
say this: there's not much left of her corpse.
Yeah.
Because
Okay,
of what,
so that's,
Ragnar.
there's no body to.
No,
Okay.
you think that there's no way that anyone's bringing her back.
All right, fine. Then I will.
What do you
go over, I
think of
will
her? A vampire? Why are you so hell-bent on killing this woman for good?
Brendan's gonna say, I've lived a while. Sometimes when you think they're dead, they come back.
Well,
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
well,
And
Eden,
it's,
remember
you've
we
never
had
heard of
some-
raised dead.
Yeah.
You've never heard of that spell.
More so, what would make something of, like, anger of this proportion ever happen? You were saying that you won't talk about it, but I can't move on without you talking about it.
He's just gonna say. Brendan is just going to say, here's only what I'll talk about it. Take it to heart. Vengeance is a sucker's game. The only winning move is to not play.
I don't know. It seems like you won this time.
And he's gonna look back at the corpse and says, I thought that once.
We kind of just says, well, I understand your sentiment, Brandon. But from our perspective, it's just that it seems like there's something here that we can't even fathom to what's happened to you or to her. And regardless of anything, I rather that you just desecrate someone that is, at least from, in a very distant way, one of my own.
I understand. I understand. Would
Wait,
cremation work then?
Cremation will do.
Alright.
that'll be easy. I cast Sorcerer's
Yeah.
Blast and cremated her. Yeah.
So here's what I'll say.
Can I check for her belongings first before we burn it?
Yes.
Cut off her head.
Before we do that, yes.
She's
Really.
literally like from my.
Magic
Please just let me
items.
check her first.
Y'all
Sure,
are
let's
fucking
kill his
wild.
body.
Magic
Oh my
items.
god.
No. Like
All right,
you guys,
so
while you guys
here's-
are doing
here's-
that,
here's what's gonna
I'm already
happen.
checking
Here's what's
it,
gonna
so, yeah.
Here's what's gonna happen. Here's
Yeah.
what I will say on this regard. Interestingly enough, you check her belongings. She didn't really have anything. It was mostly just like a herbalism kit, couple druidic components.
That would do.
Whatever she possessed, it could be somewhere hidden in this place, which you may want to explore at some point.
Oh, I just wanna grab all the. I just wanna. Actually, no. It's probably
tribal
just
stuff?
better to burn it with her. Yeah, I'll probably let it burn with. Or
Actually, I'll
Actually,
grab
no,
the
I will-
herbalism kit, just saying, and her like pouch. Just saying.
oh, okay. I'm just gonna have this intention, right? I'm gonna for the regular tribe thing. Sorry, which tribe is she from? Walrus.
Walrus. Yeah.
All right. I'll have her tribal stuff, and I am just gonna put it back on the statue. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna keep it, just so that
Okay.
Alright.
whoever may find any sort of security or like wanting of the at least it still exists, right? I don't want to burn it, for
Right.
remembrance.
S-
But
So we
yeah,
will say for this, you do collect that and you place that on the nearby part of the Walrus tribe statue. And as Ragnar begins the burning process, I'm just gonna move you guys just for a second, if you don't mind.
No problem. No.
You kind of go a little outside of the tomb and begin to burn the body in a brazier, and there is just this
There is a brazier.
long. I would say like it's you could put the body in the brazier there, but this is just more like a pyre. You're building like a proper
Got
like.
it.
But as you build that might be something to investigate next session. But as you begin to burn the body, there is just this long, tense silence between the four of you, with questions answered, questions that remain, and what is left to be discovered in this elven tomb. And that's where we're
can
gonna
we
end.
still? Can we
Oh,
still
you want to
talk?
say something?
Yeah,
Okay, no, I'll
I do,
apologize. You
I
do
do
your thing.
wanna.
You do your thing.
I do wanna just check in on Eden.
Okay.
Where maybe if we after the whole pyre burning thing, I kind of whispered to Eden, it's like, is it right if I ask you for a conversation?
I wanted to talk to you too, but not about this. Sure, we can talk though.
Sure. Well, I guess we go off somewhere, and I
Sure.
just ask, like, well, how are you?
I am wary of my own party mates. What worse? That's one of the worst situations that could ever happen in an adventuring party.
about Brandon's situation with this druid?
Certainly. Yes. I don't know what happened, but, well, bloodshed of that capacity is not something I would ever agree with.
Well, neither do I. However, I also know that Brandon himself isn't unreasonable. So for whatever reason he may have for this violence, I'm pretty sure it is understandable at least.
That's the thing. You don't know the man. I don't know the man.
I
He won't even
suppose.
speak about his situation. I can trust you because you decided to talk. He speaks in riddles, and that's what I don't trust.
I kind of look to the side and I just say, well, I see where you're coming from. However, from what I also know, it's his choice whether or not he'll trust us with his past. It's just, unlike Brandon, I don't feel like my past is heavy to give. Well, I'm not here to say that you're wrong. I understand the distrust. I'm just hoping you're all right.
I hope you are too. Can't have been easy fighting against a member of the Reged tribe.
Well, you give me too much credit. I do not know any of the Walrus tribe, so they're as alien to me as they are to you. The only vague connection we have is we came from the same place.
I see. Then why were you more shaken up when you fought against the ghost? I thought you weren't afraid of them.
Kind of like, you see, like now, like Brie also struggles to be truthful with this, but then she just says like, fire. I just the situation the Banshee was in was very remarkably close to my own, and it made me remember the time when my family was attacked and I couldn't find any of them. So,
I'm sorry.
combination of things, it's okay. Like I said, I with how far and distant my past is, it's something I can talk about, which I don't think Brandon has the luxury of. Either way, in due time, Brandon may open up or not. But one thing is for certain. From how I see it, even if trust is not completely given, we're still allies together to handle this eternal cold. And I don't think we have a lot of allies like that here.
See, the difference between you and me is that I can't give my trust that easily because I have a mission to follow. And I can't let that mission die out.
And that mission is
To help the Ock family, I need to look for Chardonnay. It's dying
oh,
out. I can't let him die out.
I see. Well, you don't have to trust like I do. That's for sure. I guess for now we should explore the rest of this place. If you still feel wary and you still feel unsettled, feel free to talk to me about it.
Yes, well, I think I might honestly find a new place to stay tonight.
Fair
For now.
enough. For now.
For now.
Yeah, that's it for me.
And as you
Yeah.
walk away from the fire, that the tense air that fills this forest, the words of Bree and Eden, your conversation Both of your responses ring strong. And that is where we'll end today's session.
Crazy.
Well done. That was some
Yeah.
crazy developments.
Oh my
Damn.
Brandon, I didn't know you have such a tragic backstory or whatever. It's crazy. Just saying.
That's
Like,
insane.
Yeah. Like,
It's so tasty.
genocide? Oh,
I was like, I think there were some updates on the backstory, and I was like, oh, that's an interesting development that I can
Yeah.
maybe work with. I was
the
also.
thing about that-
Mhm.
I was just about that asteroid. This is probably the first time that any portion of this backstory has actually been made like public to anyone outside of Brandon. It's been literal decades since this happened.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously you can understand that he's a little shook. He thought he was the last one who remembered. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that this happened, he's now a little shook up. I
Mhm.
think he'd want to figure out who else survived, if any.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like it's an old wound that you thought was like healed, and it's kind of like reopened all of a sudden.
It's more like like a ghost from the past has returned.
Mm-hmm.
Come to spook.
Yeah, lots of ghosts in this session. That's not even the top of the fact that we have the whole tally situation you've got to deal with.
Yeah. Oh my god, we still have to deal with that. Holy shit.
Yeah.
There was a lot going on, so a lot of big reveals, lots of stuff. Well done. I didn't. Sorry that I didn't want to preemptively end the session, Bree. I apologize for that because that was
No,
like
no, good.
amazing. That was
That's why-
amazing role playing.
Yeah.
That's why I said like, oh, can we do something like? Because I also don't know if you need to go, right? So I don't want to like.
It was a
you know
little
what I
bit
mean?
of that, but I'm fine. I just told them
Uh,
I'd be a little bit late. It's all good. But
Okay, sorry, it's all good.
No,
That's
no.
it.
It's really well done. I really like that scene. That's really made me recalculate the dynamic between Eden and Bree, especially Eden and Brandon. Oh my God, they're. I thought if anyone was gonna get like piss off people, it was gonna be Ragnar, but
Yeah.
I didn't think Brandon was gonna be the first.
What the fuck? I thought he's in
Crazy.
good favor. Holy shit. I thought, just saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh no. I thought he was in your good favor. Well, well,
I'm very
just-
curious to see that Excel spreadsheet.
I remember when Bree was the lowest. Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's go.
I think Brandon's gonna be going into the negative.
Yeah. It would be surprising if I go up the highest. change.
Yeah, somehow Ragnar ends up at the top.
Yeah.
Let's
With
go.
my mischievous
But anyway,
mind. Yes.
I will say after completing this hunt, I will say you guys have earned yourself a level up.
Yes.
Yes!
Yes.
Here we
Wait, boss man,
come.
please. I'm on my knees. Do we really have to roll for HP? Really?
Yes.
Like,
Oh
my God.
Why just
that is the most evil act I've heard from a GM
I'm
to me.
truly an evil GM. How
That's
dare I do
so-
something so evil?
Evil. 8.
Hey!
So
Okay,
many eights
actually, here's
So
one.
many
Perfect
eights.
ending.
Jesus,
Yes.
Ragnar, ridiculous. This is one actually thing I will say moving forward. Moving forward, we're not going back in time.
Okay.
If you roll a 1 on the hit dice, you can reroll it.
Oh,
That is
good.
what I will.
That's really good.
I don't think I rolled a 1 before. I don't
Yeah.
think I got that bad.
I
So
almost
Yeah.
did.
all right?
Good rolls. Brandon got a great roll. That's a
Yeah.
9.
Brandon is
we're level 4, and then I think it's just an ASI, right, for level 4. So I am now at
well, it's
18
ASI
charisma.
or, like feet.
Ooh,
if you wanna
nice.
get a feat.
Flat
Six.
30.
Yeah.
Nah,
Oh wait, Eden,
Actually,
you are
top
a 30.
feet. Sorry for the.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh no.
Yeah, sorry
wait,
for
that's
the
not, wait, that's a wrong hit die. Wait, what?
Yeah, it's switching.
Yeah,
to
it should
4.
be a
It should be
D6. I
D6.
don't know why
Yeah.
the Bard page is like that.
Yeah.
No, everybody's is like that. Mine was a D4. I had to switch it back.
Yeah, it's super annoying.
Weird.
It's like
Anyway,
it's
yeah.
difficult to
you
set to that.
So here's
I'll-
my.
Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry.
Go for it. Go for it.
I just forgot what I was gonna ask.
Were you asking about feats and stuff like that, or
No,
stat
for
bonuses?
no, not for, well, about one specific feat. I have the tough
Yeah.
feat from my background.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
adds an extra 2 to my hit points, right?
Yep.
Yes, that is
For the
correct.
level up. Okay, cool. I'm at an even 50
7.
now.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm at
You are
36.
a fucking tank.
I'm at 36. I'm
See,
higher than
if that
Eden.
was
Holy
average,
shit.
boss man, I would have 1 extra HP, you monster.
I had one of y'all spellcasters light up 3 of my bosses so
Well, to
far.
be fair,
Y'all
this
are you're lucky I don't give you negative levels.
No, to be fair, boss man, it's just me. All right, a sorcerer.
That's
easier
just
to
Ragnar.
charge. Yeah.
If
You know,
anything,
this is like the balanced patch just going in. Ragnar's getting a nerf. Brandon's getting a buff. Maybe Bree can get a buff.
Yeah.
as a, listen, as a spellcaster, I actually only dealt damage by tossing hands. Like
I know.
Yeah.
That was the funniest thing about
Wait,
that.
you are not a spellcaster. You are a monk, right? I'm just saying.
Yeah, she's
She's like, she shouts,
What
stunning
spellcaster?
strike.
Yeah.
a stunning strike, but then I cast hold person.
Exactly. Beautiful.
Oh,
Anyway, guys, that was an amazing session. I hope you guys had fun. That was really, really
amazing,
great.
as
Yeah, it was
always.
really good.
Thank you for game.
Yeah, no
you for
problem.
Thank you.
And yeah, so you guys will level up. So feel free to discuss amongst yourselves what feats you want to get, what stats you want to pick up, and we will reconvene next time.
It's time.
Yeah, I have a lot to think about of the party dynamic. Alrighty, well, you take care, guys. I'll talk to you guys later.
Later.
All right. You too.
Okay, bye.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Later, man. Bye.